Not to cut you off, bro, but I'm gonna put it because I was watching it earlier on YouTube just to prepare for us to have this particular conversation, or not YouTube, Tubi, my bad. But I'm gonna play it in the background with the volume off while you continue to go ahead, bro. Do you think?
Okay, so as the title suggests, I'm reading the article now. As the title suggests, 23 years after the events of the House of the Dead, in which a group of college students find themselves trapped on a mysterious island with bloodthirsty zombies. The island is still sealed, and this time around, the action takes place in a castle. Bull will direct from a script he co-wrote with Lutz Grieger, longtime Bull collaborator, Michael Roach, House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark.
Sorry, wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said long time bull collaborator. Holy shit!
Yep.
Whoa, watch out now. These guys make magic together. That's a
Yep.
duo for your ass. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
The
Continue. I'm
news.
sorry.
The news of Paul W. S. Anderson making a new adaptation of the House of the Dead was impetus for Bull's return to his film. When I heard Paul Anderson was rebooting House of the Dead, I immediately knew that it would be a soulless CGI orgy. Bull said in a statement, and I want to do something completely different. Zombie movie, bloody, gory, and handmade. Despite 23 years later, Indigo campaign failing to meet its goal, principal photography is set for September in Germany. Now, look, I don't take pleasure in people taking L's. People, I don't take pleasure in that. I root for anyone to like make their shit. Trust me. Um, I want to know how much he's asking. That's what I want to know. This sounds like a money laundering scheme to me.
Yo, bro, the way you're reading this shit is fucking timeless, yo. Yo, oh
Oh
man,
my god, this
yo, the
dude.
nerve of this guy, yo.
The,
Oh my lord.
okay.
Yo, yo, this is insane, yo. This is almost like
Oh,
a fever dream, yo.
okay, so I'm on the Indigo page right now.
Uh-huh.
Project was not funded. Project did not meet its goal. No funds were collected from backers. The campaign
Uh-huh.
ended on March 3rd. 40 backers have pledged $14,000 and has 70% of his 20,000 goal. He's going to make this movie for under 20,000, bro? I mean, I guess that makes sense if you shoot it overseas, so I guess.
Well, you see his movies, man. You see,
Got
like,
Nerf
come
guns
on, man.
painted in like in black and silver.
Come on, man, bro. One of the things that I said, and I'm gonna repeat it. I did not. I told you I drafted two fucking rants, bro. Two rants on TikTok. I drafted because I'm like, I don't know which one I want to put out because I got so much to say about this stupid bastard, man. You first of all, he's talking like we upgraded from zombies in the house to zombies in the castle. It wasn't no zombies in the house. Like when you got to the House of the Dead, bro, that shit was a fucking tiki hut that they put together, yo. That shit was, and I praise Johannes Roberts. Everybody hated Welcome to Raccoon City, right? At least with the green screen and the CG, he took you through the mansion a little bit. We didn't go through the House of the Dead until they went underground, where they didn't have to film in a fucking house no more. You know what I'm saying? When you went underground and they had, remember, you found like the skeletal soldier zombies, and you found the zombies with the moss covered all over them and shit that were popping up out the walls. Like that was underground. Like you didn't film no shit in no house. They went to the house like it was a house in a regular neighborhood. Like, oh, that's the house right there. That's the House of the Dead. Yeah. All right, unlock the door. You got the number? Like what? Like what are you doing? I'm watching this shit now, bro. They're in the cemetery. Fire. Everybody knows how to fire off automatic weapons and grenade launchers and shit. Everybody all of a
And
sudden's
there's
got built-in
and
wire
there's
work.
no recoil at all.
No recoil for none of them, bro. Everybody knows how to work the grenades. Everybody's got built-in wire work. Everybody knows kung fu. Fuck y'all, man. And I'm so embarrassed that I used to think this shit was cool at one point in time. I really did. I did this on one of our episodes, bro. Remember when we talked about the childhood movies that we liked and we hate now? I think this was one of mine, bro. Because when I first got the DVD, yeah, I bootlegged this shit. I didn't pay for it. I don't give a fuck, Uwe Boll. What you gonna do? Challenge me to a boxing match? I'm gonna hit you with a brick. You ain't my you ain't my size, dog. Like that dude's huge, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like we talking shit about Uwe Boll, but it's like if you run up, I ain't fighting fair, my boy. I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. Uwe Boll gonna be like, well, fuck you. You don't want Castle of the Dead? No, I don't. I'm gonna be like, John, I'm gonna throw you under the bus too, bro. If Uwe Boll ever came to beat my ass, Uwe Boll came to beat my ass and be like, yo, he said it too. The fuck, like, I'll be like, yo, I wasn't the only one that said it.
Like, yeah, I said it, then run away. Like, yeah, you can't catch me, fucker.
Exactly. He's a big fucking German guy. Like, he's a diehard villain, man. We had to jump him, yo.
Oh god.
Like, if we ever see Uwe Boll and he just got our addresses somehow and he just wanted, we gonna jump the shit out of him. Like, I'm gonna gouge his eyes out. Just hit him with body shot.
It's crazy that people want to see this. Like 40 people want to see this shit because they like donated money to this shit. Like,
and the crazy thing is that was another thing I said. I said, now maybe I'm wrong because every movie, even the worst ones that we can think of, bro, have their fan base. But as far as I know, I don't know anybody that heard this news and said to themselves, like they do with a lot of reboots or sequels, oh, well, the original was fine. We don't need another one. The original was fine. I don't know anybody that's saying that shit. And I hope y'all ain't.
Yeah, this House of the Dead, this unofficial sequel, it's going to be a short film. Watch. That's what it's
what if he puts out
a short film?
Bro, what if he's had enough time on the flip side of this coin, right? What if Uwe Boll has had enough stinkers to know what it takes to make a good movie for once? What if he makes a better, and I know you don't like Paul W.S. Anderson, well, at least I know you don't like his Resident Evil movies, but what if he makes a better House of the Dead sequel than Paul W.S. Anderson makes a House of the Dead reboot? Like, are we due for an apology episode? Or segment at least? He said, "Fuck no," because the evil
was House of the Dead, bro.
Yeah, because the evil he's done
does not outweigh the good that he's about to do or is about to do. No, fuck that.
Right. No, yeah. It's like, bro, we tried to give you it out, but then we thought about it. It's like, yeah, nah, we can't even give you that, dog. We can't give you that.
Makes this movie like he made like Postal or Rampage, maybe,
possibly, maybe. Right? Yeah. There's a snowball's chance in hell, bro. That maybe, because that's one of the things I said in one of the videos that I didn't put out. Like I said that on his best day, Uwe Boll can't touch Paul W.S. Anderson's filmography. However, I said the best, if I'm giving him the guy credit, Rampage is the best movie that I've seen from him. And it's not a great movie. It is really, it's a tough watch. It's kind of disturbing because that Brandon Fletcher, he puts that fucking Teflon suit on, bro. He armors up and he just goes around murking everybody. Yeah, it don't matter.
Real life GTA, bro.
Real life GTA, bro. And that's the closest that we've gotten to a Grand Theft Auto movie, honestly, because Uwe Boll's obsessed with video game adaptations, just like Paul W.S. Anderson. But Rampage is, for the most part, the best movie he's done. It's the most tolerable. It's the better directed movie. It's the better acted movie. And a lot of that shit was off script. He didn't have a lot of time to shoot, and he didn't have a lot of time for the script to get written. So a lot of that shit is off script, and I love it. And you could tell it feels like a documentary watching somebody, going a fucking murder rampage, bro. And it's cool, but on his best day, Rampage ain't fucking with Event Horizon. Rampage ain't fucking with the 95 Mortal Kombat. Rampage ain't even really you know what? Rampage ain't even fucking with Alien vs. Predator. And I hate that movie. I can't stand that Paul W.S. Anderson AVP. But it's a better movie than Rampage. You're trying to troll a director who is Steven Spielberg in comparison. Like you're not built for this shit, dog. You're not. Uwe Boll is not built for this. It's kind of like how I feel about Drake with the sneak diss and shit. And it's like you're not a battle rapper when you like when you're not. This is not. That's not your field. Stop trying to dabble where you don't belong, yo. Like I just don't understand it. And she's like, yeah, you're actively trolling Paul W.S. Anderson when he's doing House of the Dead. It's like nobody was checking for your shit. 23 years later, people gonna be like, to what? What's this a sequel to? Oh, that? And then they go back and watch it, and it's like, oh, this?
They're gonna think it's a fucking. They're gonna think it's a prequel to 28 years later.
Exactly, bro.
That's really what it is. That's really what it is.
Even your timing sucks, man. Your titling and your timing sucks, man. You're just not good at this. You're not good. And one of the captions I had at the last video I did where I was gonna talk about this shit, bro, was like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Uwe. Like the Temptations joint where he was like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. When David Ruffin was talking to him, it's just like, no, ain't nobody coming to see you, Uwe. Like, stop. Just stop. It's over, man. Like, just and I hate talking like that because it's like we are like aspiring to get in the game, bro. And it's like we don't enjoy like hating on directors and shit like that, but some things need to be talked about. Like he's doing it for the wrong reasons. So fuck him.
Yeah, he's trolling. Like that's exactly what he's trying to do. Like I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to do this the correct way. I'm sorry, dude, but I would put my trust in Paul W. Anderson. House of the Dead movie, then I would trust Uwe Boll, man. I'm just telling you. At least Paul W. Anderson is not going to make the same mistake he made with Resident Evil.
Well, listen. Remember, I had asked you at one point. I said, what's worse than Uwe Boll's House of the Dead? You said Paul W. Anderson's Resident Evil. Any of them?
And the whole franchise can go.
Now, in his defense, he didn't direct all of them. He didn't direct 2 and 3. He directed the rest of them.
That's probably why 2 was better.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, 2 just has some weird. 2 just got. I got love for 2. I got a lot of love for Apocalypse, but it's just got some weird editing, man. Like when you throw a knife at somebody and when you shoot and then the zombies' heads jerk back like from the bullet wound, it's like it's certain editing, like the fight sequences is like certain editing. It's not as bad as the final chapter. I think that is the absolute worst editing in the entire franchise. But Extinction is just like, come on, man, give me dried up earth that looks like the desert. Give me zombies where zombies is starving because it ain't nothing to eat. Where the fucking zombies' rib cages is showing. Like, give me scavenge runs and motorcades where we're going through the fucking desert or the desolated areas and shit. Like, I love that shit. I mean, I like the rest of them too. Even the bad ones, but this new one, whoa,
Part 3 directed Scorpion King 2.
Russell Mulcahy. He did and he also did, I think he did Highlander. Either the first or
he did the first or the Highlander.
Oh, it was the original?
He also did Razorback, which is awesome because that was an awesome movie.
Oh, that's the like the creature feature, well, not creature feature, but the man versus beast genre from the 80s, right? That was in like, what was that, 87?
84.
84. Yo, I watched the trailer for that and I was like, yo, I wouldn't mind watching this because it's a practical animal. I was like, I love that shit, yo. And the way that they're gassing it up, man, and the accents, I was like, this shit could probably possibly be gold, yo. Now, they did a remake. It was a loose remake of it. I think it was called Boar. And the dude that did Jason X directed it. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Not always sure.
No, I don't think he did because our boy directed Jason X.
Jim Isaac. James Isaacs? Or Jim Isaac?
Oh, I was thinking, okay, they wrote it, they didn't direct it. Never mind.
Oh, you talking about fucking
Yeah,
yeah,
yep,
nah, man.
yep,
No, no,
yep,
no.
yep, yep, yep. They wrote it.
Something I don't
They
tr-
didn't
it's
direct
something
it.
I don't trust. It's something I don't trust. I don't know what it is. I will never be able to pinpoint it. There's something I don't trust. I'm telling you. I don't like it.
Fucking Todd Farmer, bro.
Yep.
So, Razorback is a fire movie. You can, I think that's on Tubi right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, highly recommend it because that's a fun fucking movie. That's a fun time. All right, what other bit of
Well,
movie
House of the
news we
Dead ain't
got?
a fun time. I'm about to look up Razorback, but House of the Dead ain't a fun time.
No, it's not.
So thank God there's something to take me away from that shit.
All right, so what else we got?
Um, movie news. What do we have here? All right, so what are we like? How are we feeling about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot? Reboot, and now they loosely use the word, bro.
Yeah.
They be like reboot, recalibration, remake, and reimagining, and reinvention, and all that.
Remix.
Exactly, yo, yeah, exactly, yo. Like, what are we doing, yo? But your boy, and I haven't seen any of his movies. I think his name is Curry Barker or some shit like that. He's got a new
Yeah.
movie out called Obsession, and apparently that's supposed to be a big thing. But he recently did an interview where he was talking about his reboot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He didn't necessarily throw shade at the other movies, but he said he feels like there's so much shit that they haven't touched on, especially with the family. And
Exactly.
when he said
That's
that,
exactly what we said 3 weeks ago. We talked about it. We said the exact same thing 3 weeks ago. We said the exact same thing. There is so much untapped potential with the family.
because I feel like that's something that's been lacking in the previous movies, man. Now, if you don't count the Leatherface prequel, you got to look at even and I listen. I love it just as much as the next person, but you got to look at the 2003 remake reboot. Leatherface was present, but the family was. It was like I don't know, man. It was present, but it seemed like it could have been a lot better. And then you had Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Arlie Ermy, God rest his soul, and you had Uncle Monty.
He was the bad guy in those two movies.
Yeah, yeah. For the most part, yeah. He was like the main villain of that. You upstaged Leatherface. You upstaged Leatherface in a lot of ways, man. You did. And then you had fucking Texas Chainsaw 3D, which had no fucking family members, non-existent, which is another reason why that movie was fucking ass cheeks. Then you had the Leatherface, like we said, we ain't gonna talk about that, but even Texas Chainsaw 2022, I really liked that one. I really had fun with that shit. But Alice Creed was really the only family that Leatherface had, and I feel like you got to bring that back into the forefront. Like, you got to have characters where you meet them on the road and you don't know if they're going to be crazy or not, and they turn out to be family members. Like, it's revealed that, oh, this is a part of his fucked up family type of thing. Like, it's we got to go back to that. And I feel like if this dude is weird enough, he said he loves the original movie. He said he worships the original movie and all that good shit. Everything every other director has fucking said about the original movie. But are you going to make do on your promise? And I do feel like I want to watch his work prior to this shit, but I kind of don't. Like, I want to go into it blind and just see what the fuck he's about to do. Because it's like, are we getting a reboot or are we getting a sequel? Because we don't need another reboot. Like, no, nothing that y'all do in any of these reboots is going to fuck with what Tobe Hooper captured on screen. What was that, 73, 74?
Especially the first two.
Yeah, the first two, nobody's going to do it. It's not going to happen. I don't care who you get to direct it, to write it, to produce it. It's never going to happen. So as long as you go in your own direction, I feel like you're already on a good path.
Yeah.
But what is this dude going to do differently? You know, his interview is like, I want to believe every director when they take over franchises and they're like, man, I'm a big fan of the original and man, I just really want to bring a fresh take to it. That's the same shit y'all all say. And then y'all end up being Samuel Bayer and doing fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I'm
think
sorry,
it'd be a Samuel Bayer. I don't think it'd be a Samuel Bayer. I think it'd be a Zach Cregger's for sure. Like Zach Cregger said the same thing. He's like, I'm gonna do something vastly different, but I'm gonna honor the spirit of the game. And look, man, I think Resident Evil. I think we're gonna get like one of the best Resident Evil movies ever.
Bro, that you saw that trailer?
Yeah, that.
I was confused. I was confused, but bro, the survival, the horror is there. Bro, is there. That dude that they got to play him that was in Weapons and The Walking Dead and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, he's really good at looking like frantic and puzzled and like scared and shit. I was like, yo, this looks interesting, man. Yeah. Like we're following this one character. Like what is journey? Wait, so you saying it's gonna be better than Resident Evil: The Final Chapter? Like, what are you talking about, man? That's the best. Oh man,
better than all of them. And I think I watched a lot of his. I watched Curry Barker's a lot of his sketch comedy stuff. I watched several of his short films. I think this dude is weird enough and funny enough to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because that's exactly the same thing that Tobe Hooper was. He was weird and funny. But he knew how to balance that shit, dude. And if you watch his short films, he knows how to balance all three of that shit. And he knows how to make you uncomfortable. But
so this dude's from a comedy background?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, like what is it about these people from these comedic backgrounds seamlessly trying to branch into horror, yo? Like Zach Cregger is one of them. You know, the Whitest Kids You Know and Miss March and shit. Jordan Peele's one of them. Like David Gordon Green is technically one of them. He did comedy movies and shit like that. Like what, bro? It's crazy because that's the new movement apparently. Like this is why I want like certain people that do comedy, like Marlon Wayans. After seeing his performance in Him, I want him to direct a straightforward horror movie. Fuck the psychological aspects and shit. I want him to do a straightforward horror movie. I feel like it's weird, man. Something about these people from these comedic backgrounds. They just get it. I don't even know what it is. They just understand.
It's timing. Like they know exactly how to. Comedians have a much better understanding of the human psyche than any other actor or director out there because they know how to push your buttons. They know how to make you laugh. They know how to make you uncomfortable.
True.
Once you know how to balance that shit and walk that fine line, you can scare the shit out of anyone. And I'm very curious to see his movie this weekend, Obsession. Like, I really want to see it because that's one of the things people are saying, that this is an uncomfortable movie. It is gonna make you uncomfortable. And
is it A24?
I can't wait to go see it. No, it's Focus. Which is actually the same people that won the bid for the motion picture rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So he's going to be able to do that. So that's going to be great. The TV show, on the other hand, I don't know what they're going to do. Because that's A24. Or is it... I think it's A24 and Glenn Powell that are...
Texas Chainsaw TV show?
Yeah.
That's still going on?
That's still going on, yeah.
Just don't. Listen, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of those movies that don't need a fucking TV show. Like, as much as a Halloween low-key purist as I am, I would take a Halloween TV show over Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's no fucking reason you have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I
no,
agree.
fuck that.
I totally
No,
agree.
man. No. We don't want to know next episode on Leatherface. Like, nobody wants that shit.
Next week
Like,
on
say fucking step by step. Like, nobody wants no fucking updates on the fucking family every week. Like, just stop. Like, now, Halloween, I could understand because it's like Haddonfield. It's a much more interesting story as opposed to the other slasher movies for me. If you did a Nightmare on Elm Street show, which they already did, but it's like if you did one centered on Freddy and the kids of Elm Street type of shit, like I can understand it more. Crystal Lake, I can understand it more. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, no. That is the one. That is the one franchise, and I'm not even being smart because Leatherface is Mount Rushmore of slashers for me. But it's the franchise where I have to do the least amount of thinking. And I want to keep it that fucking way. I don't want to have a fucking Leatherface TV show where I got to just keep thinking of shit.
The TV show works is, again, like Corey Barker said, they focus on the family because that is really key. That's the key to it. You know, you have to focus on the family because that's the only way you can make episodic TV. If you focus on the family, if you just focus it on Leatherface, it's going to get boring really quick.
So it would have had to be like one episode is Nubbins, one episode is Mama, one episode is Grandpa, one episode is
The episode
fucking,
with Grandpa, the episode with Grandpa was like 30 minutes of him just like
just fucking him just fucking sitting there, and you actually get John Dugan, the actual actor, to fucking reprise the role. Because listen, I didn't know he was that young in the original movie because he came back to play Grandpa in Texas Chainsaw 3D flashback sequence. I was like, isn't that motherfucker dead? Like I automatically assumed that he was literally Grandpa, but I was like, damn, he came back to play Grandpa in Texas 3D. I was like, yo, this dude's still alive. Yeah, it's just a 30-minute episode. A 30-minute episode of him sitting there, like.
Gamer Hero, shout out, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the gifts.
Gamer Hero, what's good, bro?
Day one, bro.
Appreciate you. Yes, absolutely. We appreciate you, sir, for sure. Gamer Hero makes me like sometimes want to like play like Pokemon Stadium, but I don't really have the patience for it anymore because I remember when it came out on N64 and I tried to rent it, and I was like, let me get into this Pokemon Stadium game, and like I think I got my ass whooped by, I don't know if it was Pikachu or Raichu, whoever the fuck it was, like in that stadium. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Some kind of chew.
Yeah. That's not racist at all. He said,
God damn it! Why'd you say that?
Oh, yeah, people. We try our very best. We do.
Holy shit!
Believe me, we do, people. We try every episode to not offend and not get canceled. Believe me, we do. But things don't always happen that way.
That's serious.
And that's
moving on. Let's all right. Speaking of not being racist, let's talk about Mortal Kombat 2.
Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I thought Mortal Kombat 2 was very fun.
I saw your review for it, bruh. But go ahead and go off.
Cage, Kano, great combo. Definitely need a spinoff on their own. Again,
I would watch it. Yeah.
Liu Kang and Kung Lao, best fight scene of the whole movie, in my opinion. I think that is the best fight scene. Just from a choreograph and an editing standpoint, I think it is the best shot fight scene out of the whole movie. It was
I don't remember how I ranked them. I think I randomly ranked them after I saw it. The fight sequences, I think I did like a top 5, but I know Liu Kang and Kung Lao was in there, but just that shit was poetry in motion, bro. Like come on, man. As soon as they met, he's like, what have they done to you, Kung Lao? He's like, made me see the truth. He's just like, dog, it was on. The moment he threw, like, when Kung Lao threw that shit on the ground, and it bounced up, and Liu Kang was like backing up from it, and Kung Lao did the teleport and kicked him, and then did the teleport and kicked him again. I was like, oh my god! I said, oh no, it's over for you, Liu. It's over for you, Liu.
Yeah.
So I don't. Anybody out there that says that Kung Lao and Liu Kang was the best fight, I don't argue y'all down because y'all not wrong. Y'all are not wrong at all. That shit
Johnny
was.
Cage Baraka fight was
Whew, that was. That was because I've been waiting on Baraka, and I knew it. I knew that they were gonna come disturb him, bro. I knew that he was minding his motherfucking business amongst his tribe, and they came to him. But I love when Liu Kang walked up to him. He put his hand down. He's like, "Will you help us?" He's like, "Nah." And then he tried to walk off, and Liu Kang put his hand on his chest, and Baraka kind of looked down at Liu Kang's hand, and Liu Kang's like, he's like, "Listen, man." He's like, I know, but he's like, "Well, fight me." And he's like, "I decline your challenge." And then he kind of like bumped him and brushed him off.
Yeah.
Yo, Baraka was that bull. Yo, oh my god, man. And then when he helped, and I knew he was going to help them. I called it when I saw the trailer. I said he's going to help them sneak into somewhere. He's going to help him do it because I saw him hit the blade in the guard's neck. And then he's like, "May the screams of your enemies echo in your dreams." And whatever he said, and Johnny Cage is like, "Yeah, mate, whatever the fuck you talking about. Yeah, same to you, rock on." Bro, that shit was cracking the fuck up. Bro, that shit was hilarious.
The funniest shit start the end, dude, when he's all like down there, it's like, it's all about perspective. It's like, wow, teach us more.
No, yeah. He had the fucking Tarkatan kids and shit around him at the campfire. He's like, but he told him, he's like, "I will return." And he did return, but he's telling them campfire stories. I'm like, dog.
Literally campfire stories.
Bro, and Baraka's just like, "Yo, tell me what happened next." It was like, yo, that.
So, is this the woman that you saved from Shao Kahn?
Oh my god, man. Yo, him and Baraka got the biggest fucking laughs out of me, man. When they were telling Johnny Cage, like, remember when they were trying to recruit him and they're like, "Yeah, no, we were called to save Earth, man, but it's terrifying as shit." And then Cole's like, I'm cool dying with my family. And then Sonya's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." And then he's like, "Fuck that." And he just walked off, bro. Yo, I laughed out loud, dog. Because that was the most realistic. He's like, "I don't care what y'all are selling me. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm not going to die. Like, I thought this was a regular tournament where we fight." He's like, "You can't just go around killing people, right?" Yo, man. I told that guy, whoever he was, I said, "Come find my post," because I owe him. I said, "Come find my post and talk your shit," because I was wrong. Carl Urban was a good Johnny Cage, man. He was a solid Johnny Cage, bro. He really was. I feel like Lyndon Ashby kind of had like a little bit of like the slick suave. He had more of the moves, like but this Johnny Cage, like watching him find himself and become that guy was really fucking satisfying, bro. I was really impressed with what Carl Urban did with Johnny Cage, a washed up Johnny Cage. That shit was good, man.
And then he fucking does the shadow kick, bro.
Yo, that's oh my god.
I was like, oh
yeah,
what?
I was hyped. He did the Nutcracker. That was, and you know what? He's done. Let's give credit to the character of Johnny Cage in general, because you've done the Nutcracker on two behemoths of monstrous characters, Goro and Baraka. That's a win for your character, not the actor per se, because it's different people, but that's a win. But like you said, bro, when he did that shadow kick, I was hoping he was gonna do like the green flame or some shit. Yeah. But I was like, oh, he did the shadow kick and kicked through Cybot. Oh my god, yeah, bro, yeah, he did it. He did good, man. He did good. He did good. We were wrong. We were wrong, people.
We were wrong on
that. We're not. Listen, we're not prideful enough to not admit our wrongs on RNZ Live. Okay, we were wrong. Just don't take it any fucking steps further. Okay, we were only wrong about Johnny Cage. I think all of our other predictions were pretty spot. I mean, I don't know. Like, did anything throw you off in the movie that you like were like disappointed or?
No, I actually thought everything was really good.
Me too, yo.
My only issue is that they wasted Melina in that first fucking movie, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely,
Because
yo. Absolutely.
Katana, I mean, I understand the relationship and the heart and soul that is Jade and Katana's relationship
Her and Jade,
throughout the
yeah,
movie,
but her and Melina
but
is way more important.
yeah, because they're actual sisters, and
Yeah.
that would have been such a better. That would have been a better betrayal. And
That was
also,
always the
we
female
can finally
dynamic for me.
see Melina's true colors. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that would have been so important.
That that was always like I love Jade. Like Jade, they introduced Jade in Mortal Kombat 2. You know, you couldn't play as her, but she was like the question mark when you're going up the, like going up
Yeah,
the
she
ladder in the
was the
solo
hidden
mode.
character.
Yeah, she was the hidden character, but Melina was a playable character. She had a backstory, a blatant backstory linked to Katana directly. And it's like, yeah, bro, like, no, I agree, man, because one of the things I don't like about these movies that they're doing, like, I love that we're getting like video game accurate versions of Mortal Kombat, the last two movies, but we're doing away with a lot of characters that have so much to go on, bro. Like in the first movie, for me, I think Melina was wasted entirely. I think Cabal was, you gave him something to do,
Yeah,
you gave him a little bit, but Cabal is one of my top five, like probably characters in Mortal Kombat altogether.
I don't know
But
if it
then you,
was you or if it was someone else saying like, "Man, we should have got Cabal and Baraka." Like that would have been
I don't know, but I would have taken that. I would
man,
have taken that, and
Cabal
I would have
and
taken
Baraka.
Cabal and Striker are linked together at some point in the games. You know, they're even mentioned in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Like, and it's just like Cabal and Striker, but we can't afford them, so we're just going to mention them and I fucking put them in the movie. Like, that's what that was. And then in the last Mortal Kombat movie, Reiko, you just made him a big brute. You made him Bane in Batman and Robin, a big dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Reiko. When you end the game with him in Mortal Kombat 4, you see he is directly linked to Shao Kahn. And I'm like, come on, man, y'all missed a golden fucking opportunity just to make him a big bad who didn't have lines and he got to fight Jax and get his head bust open. What a fucking waste. So yeah, Melina, like Jade, don't get me wrong. I love I think Tati Gabriel is the actress's name. She was great as Jade. I liked her a lot.
Yeah,
Um, but I think Melina and Katana is definitely the more important storyline you want to focus on. So I'm hoping they
and
bring her back, but everybody's saying they want Adeline Rudolph's twin sister to play Melina, and I'm like, yeah, there's already a Melina actress. Like
yeah,
let's just get the Melina
bring her
actress.
back.
Sissy Stringer, let's just get her back. Let's just get her back. Like let's just stop playing. Like we need dues. We need
Also,
dues.
also, they did our boy Cole Young dirty, bro. They did him hella dirty. Holy shit, bro. They did his ass fucking dirty. Yo, Lewis Tan deserves better than that, bro.
He'll be back.
Look,
I don't know who, but he'll be back. But yo, it wasn't until now. Remember, everybody was talking shit about Cole now, and myself included. But I wasn't. I was
me
never one
too.
of those. I know, but I was never one of those. He didn't ruin the movie for me. You had them people online that was like, "Oh, he's the worst thing to happen to Mortal Kombat." I'm like, first of all, you had characters like Mocap and Meat and Moloch and Cobra, all these corny ass characters in the actual games. Cole Young ain't spoiling shit for me. I'm gonna enjoy this shit. He's just an unnecessary character, and he's got like a forced emotional arc to him with the family and all of that. But it wasn't until he went out that I was like, damn, I kind of wish I would have appreciated him a little more. Like, yo,
Yeah.
bro,
And
Shao Kahn cheated. He cheated, bro. He cheated. He
it's like
cheated.
that was like the live version of what it was like to fight Kentaro in part two.
Cheated, bro.
Anyone that's ever played the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 2 and you got to Kentaro,
It's
yeah,
over.
yeah.
It's over. You gonna have to pull out all the stops. You gonna have to practice up and save your. You gonna have to preserve your continues
You're gonna
because
have to
like
reserve $5 in quarters, bro, and just start popping that shit in because goddamn,
yeah because
because he worked on
because
Kentaro.
he cheated because he gave him two kill shots He gave him the slit throat, and then he gave him the jaw to the fucking chest, and then he saw his shit sew back up. He's like, what? Dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's that split second where Cole like reaches up and tries to grab the hammer, and it just slams down, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, but insult to injury was when Shao Kahn fucking pushed his ass into the.
He broomed his ass into the acid. Fucking dick.
I was like, yo, that was the producers and the director. Like, listen, y'all ain't like him, right? There he goes. Don't miss him now. Like, that was the director's like, oh, that was the Ridley Scott moment. Oh, y'all ain't like Prometheus because it wasn't an alien movie, right? Well, here's Covenant, where it's an alien movie. It's like, here you go. Yo, they fucked Cole Young up, bro. But now there's so many theories that you can roll with a lot of them. There's theories he might come back as Kenshi. There was a theory he might come back as Ermac because Ermac is a collection of souls and that kind of shit. And I was like, whoa. Like, I was looking at...
That guy's smoke.
He got to come back as Meat. Look up Meat from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Meat. Look, Meat. Oh. M-E-A-T, bro. Like, look up Meat in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That's who he gonna come back as. And it's gonna make sense. After him falling into that acid pool, he gonna come back as Meat. Just look at Meat.
I'm looking it up right now.
He's coming back as Meat, bro. He's coming back as Meat.
There's no picture of Meat.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
No, I'm on it. Oh, you know how the character boxes, they all have like avatars? His is the only one that doesn't have an avatar.
That's because he's a dumbass. He's a dumbass character. That's a character like Ed Boon was just like, yeah, I'll let my kids make some characters put in the game.
Oh God.
Yeah, Meat is
like Frank from Hellraiser, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the only way you're coming back, Cole Young. Like, this Meat. Somebody had to pull him out the pit immediately. Like, oh shit! Like, he's burning. Like, get him out of there. Somebody had to pull him out. Why he's fucking just flesh all the mesh. Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, Meat is he was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, bro. He's a weird character. He can take his head off and bowl it, and you like flip over and shit, and it takes away from your health bar. Like, yo, it's weird. And his weapon is like a big ass meat cleaver, like a huge ass meat cleaver. It's weird, man.
So where does this movie rank for you, like in terms of like the franchise?
Oh, this is bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. And I feel like a lot of this might have to do with me still being on the high of it, but this is the best Mortal Kombat movie I got. I might rank. I want to rank the 95 movie second because the fight sequences are just that better. But seeing certain things come to life more accurate from the game in the 2021 movie, I don't know. I just either way, Annihilation is last. I feel like that's something that I feel like a lot of people can agree on is that Annihilation is last. But this Mortal Kombat 2 might be the only reason that Super Mario Brothers is the best video game adaptation ever made is because it's all animation. You were able to capture everything that you wanted to via animation. Mortal Kombat 2 is up there, yo. And I knew this was going to be the better movie. We haven't seen Street Fighter yet. I know it's going to be great. It looks fucking hilarious and amazing. But Mortal Kombat 2, I feel like it's still going to take the cake for me. Like, just...
I have a feeling Street Fighter might be a better. In terms of the franchise, I think this is probably top 2. Definitely. But I don't know. We'll see. October is still a long way, so we'll see what happens. But
Street Fighter comes out in October.
Yeah. So we still got
Yeah.
ways to go. But I do think the
Listen.
fight scenes could have been. I thought the fight scenes were pretty dope in this, honestly. In Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
2.
Jackson Jade got a dope ass fight sequence, man. It could have went on longer, but I love that the fight sequences were at locations from the game, and they went Shao Kahn was watching one of the fight sequences. Man, that took me back to the game where Shao Kahn is in the courtyard. You know what I'm saying? Like just watching shit. Now, one of the things
One
that
thing was missing was like one of them like tied up in the back.
that was the courtyard sequence in what was that Mortal Kombat 2? Sonya and Kano are tied up. They're like tied up and shit, and Shao Kahn's at the throne in the courtyard. Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat 2. Love that shit, man. Love it. Listen, people, if we're talking, listen, we are getting some really good video game adaptations on screen, people. It's been a good time. It's been a good run. Let's appreciate this run. Also, Sonic 4 just wrapped filming today. So that's another thing.
Sonic,
Robot
Sonic gonna make his debut.
Now, is this Robot Sonic with the spikes coming off of his back when he flips? I do that.
You didn't see the picture?
I saw the picture of the dude with the clapper board, and Robot Sonic is like the model is standing there.
That's him, dude. That's him.
Yeah, we need that. We need that, and we need that music playing. But you can't really remember they introduced Robot Sonic in Part 2, right before you faced the big Robotnik that was in the Sonic 2 movie. Yeah. So we gotta listen. First of all, we need Jim Carrey in the fat suit. I'm tired of. It's the same way I feel about Kano with his eye. It's time. It's time. All right, we had enough fucking movies where we didn't get it right, and I'm willing to let that slide. But we need Robotnik in the fat suit. I want him in the floating, levitating contraption that turns into something. Like, all right. And if I can make any recommendations, can I get Mystic Cave? Can I get Casino Night? And can I get Carnival Night? Like, that's it. Probably a little more, but
can we get Hilltop?
Oh my God, Hilltop with or without the earthquake? That earthquake is major.
Yeah, with the theme song too. Just have them recreate the theme song. Cause god damn, bro, that shit's.
You gonna have Garth Brooks.
That is a top 5 theme, bro.
Hilltop was. You gotta have and it sounds like there's a fly like buzzing in that fucking theme song. Oh no, and you gotta have Oil Ocean too. We gotta have Oil Ocean.
Oh yeah.
I remember that beat. I remember that beat you played for me where somebody had sampled Oil Ocean, and I was like, "The fuck!" I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
The G-Funk version.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, we need it's certain levels we need. I want to say Aquatic Ruin, but I think we had that already. We had that in Sonic 2 when he was going up against Knuckles.
Yeah.
We had Wing Fortress.
Yeah, that was
not Wing Fortress. Sky Chase when Tails was driving the plane, flying the plane. But we need we don't really need Hydro City from Sonic 3. And we don't need Flying Battery from Sonic and Knuckles.
Give me Chemical Plant.
No.
Give me Chemical Plant.
That's going to be the horror movie version of Sonic because when Sonic goes across that shit and falls down, bruh, I did that shit. I was playing Sonic on my phone, Sonic 2, like last week or some shit, last weekend, and I tried to do that shit. The one joint that we be talking about, where it's that one thing that's going across. I tried to time it, spin dash through that shit, bro, and went right the fuck down. I turned the game off. I'm not playing no more. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to play with y'all. I'm not about to do it.
If I don't hit it, if I don't fucking nail it the first time, fuck it. I'm done.
Yeah. But then even when you nail it after the first time, it's like you gotta jump up the stairs, and then the shit closes behind you. You gotta jump up the stairs, and then if you fall down that shit and don't hit the right stair, then I'm not playing no more. I don't want to play no more.
All the way back down. Yep.
Fuck that shit, man. That's the trigger for anxiety. Is Sonic the Hedgehog games. Not even Super Mario Brothers. It was Sonic. It's insane.
Yeah,
he's responsible.
Yeah,
for that
I can't honestly say that I ever felt felt that way playing a Mario Brother game. But then again, I never really played Super Mario World on SNES, so I wouldn't know. Because
Oh, that was
apparently
my shit.
there's some anxiety levels on that level in that game.
Listen, it's like it is, but not like Sonic. Sonic was different. Like Mario, it was anxiety. Like I think Super Mario Brothers 2 was like my first brush with anxiety because there would be there's this thing that floats on a fucking like magic carpet and then you can pick it up and
Yeah,
you throw it off of there and then you fly, but the magic carpet starts to dissolve at some point and you got to keep making it across. Like it's certain timing things with Super Mario Brothers 2 that fucked me up. That listen, I'm sorry, that's the best Super Mario game. As far as until 64 came out, the Super Mario World 2 was the best one. These people, I think, would agree. They're just saying it in Spanish outside the window.
god damn,
I'm just
bro.
like, I know. Listen, it's getting warm. It's about to be summer, bro. These motherfuckers ain't gonna know how to act.
And it's a Saturday too, so they're definitely cracking some Coronas. Yeah, they're gonna definitely crack some Coronas for sure. That's the carne asada. Uh,
I did not say that. He did.
what? Yeah, I'm
I know.
Mexican, dude. What the fuck?
I know Mexican. Listen, Mexican listeners. I know y'all drink more than Coronas.
This
I
is
know.
Mexican. You mean Mexicans, bro? Not Mexican.
I know what I said.
Plural. And no, we also drink Tecates too. We also Budweiser. The real hardcore ones drink Pacifico.
Listen, the real hardcore ones drink the X heads. People are like, "What the fuck is that?" Don't worry about it.
Giuseppes?
No,
No. Okay.
that is that's some hood shit, bro. That's the like my sister drinks with me, but if I offer her some of my beer and it's an X head, she's like, "Yeah, I'm good." She's like, "I don't." She said, "What she tell me like a couple nights ago?" She said, "That's a man's drink." It's like, yeah, it's pretty fucking strong. I'll probably get me some later after. I'll probably get me some after the stream. Yeah, it's no joke, sir.
Oh, this is on that still reserved 211 bullshit.
Oh no, it's stronger than Still Reserve. It's definitely stronger than Still Reserve, but it's up there with that shit.
11. Holy shit, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah. That's that when I get off of work shit where I'm just like, yep, fuck it.
Damn. All right.
I low key I might grab one and do an intoxic commentary before I go to my girl's crib because I was supposed to do like unfriended dark web. Like I was like trying to pick random shit to do like a comeback commentary for it. And she's like, yeah, just do unfriended dark web. Is it good? I never saw it, bro. I've never seen it.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's better than the first one. It's way better than the first
one. Okay, because I did like the first one. I remember I think I saw the first one like once, and I was like, it's all right. I was like, this is pretty decent. It's pretty decent found footage. But I always hear that the second one is like something to be fucked with. Yeah, I always hear that.
That ending is that ending really makes the movie for me.
When you just nod your head, he's like, yo, that ending is
fun. Me and my lady, we went to go see it on a whim.
Oh, in the theater?
Yeah, and we thought this was gonna be like some bullshit, and we're like, this is actually pretty good. And then once that ending hit, we looked at each other like, yeah, that was actually really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I might do that one. I might do that one before I go to her crib. I was supposed to do it like all this week, but I was too fucking tired, bro. So I might just do that shit later on today. So good to know. Good words of encouragement. It's a good boost. It makes me want to watch it even more.
Yeah, definitely a fun time, dude. And it's an easy watch. Easy. It's like 85, 90 minutes. So
That's
it's a
cool.
breeze.
That was like around the same timing as the first one, was it? Or is it longer?
I don't know if it was longer,
Because
but
the original, I don't remember it being like I don't remember being like particularly bored at any point with the first one. I just was wondering like who's going to get it next and how they going to get it. Because that fucker put a blender on top of his head at some point, from what I remember. I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now?
yeah. So the first one's a little bit shorter. Second one's a little bit longer, but second one you don't feel it. I feel like in the first one you feel the length a little. I do think so, but that's just me though.
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right, so
I'm on it.
uh, let's get into our main event for today. And I think our main event was directors that deserve their flowers, right? That was what we decided.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The ones we don't, the ones you motherfuckers out there don't appreciate. Okay. So no, I'm joking.
I would agree.
I don't mean to be aggressive here, but no, like yeah, it's the directors that deserve their flowers, directors we don't appreciate that we should appreciate, along the lines of that.
Yeah, and this was a hard one to do. Honestly,
Yes, it was.
this was really hard.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was like, oh shit. So who?
I am. Do you have honorable mentions on your list? I have a few.
Yeah, I think I have more than a few.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got some because I think it was one of the last episodes I didn't have honorable mentions about something we were talking about, but yeah, I made sure I had some on this list. But yeah, no, this was something I was like trying to go over a couple times, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm satisfied with this list or not, but
yeah, me neither. Because I'm looking at my list, I'm like, man, I don't know. Because I feel like some of these directors do get their flowers. I just don't think they get their flowers from like mainstream audiences or just from the fandom itself or whatever
yeah,
genre that they're in. And
yeah, like Steven Spielberg. We know Steven Spielberg doesn't get his flowers at all, so I think he's number one on everyone's list.
that's kind of true, though. That's kind of true, isn't it? That is kind of true.
Listen, I was joking. I was joking, but listen, if you don't, if people don't give Steven Spielberg his fucking flowers, something wrong in the world. Now I know something's already wrong with the world.
I think because he does a lot of blockbusters, is that like people just don't really give him his flowers. Because it's interesting because when I see I'm on movie talk, and so when I see people talk about directors, it's always Nolan, it's always Tarantino, it's always someone like that. And Spielberg is rarely brought up, and I find
Nolan?
that interesting. No,
I mean,
Christopher Nolan, not Rob.
Nolan. No, I know you talking about Christopher Nolan, but I'm just saying like is no like all right. Before we even get into this, like, is Nolan considered one of the greatest directors of all time? Like, does he have that type of longevity, or does it matter? Like, does it matter how much time you've had in the game, or does it matter like how many bangers you did in a certain amount of time, type of thing? Because Nolan, would you put Nolan in like your top 10 directors of all time? Because I feel like politically, like the PC answer is like yeah, but I don't know. Because honestly, like outside of the Dark Knight trilogy, Nolan ain't got nothing for me that blows my mind like that. Now, granted, I've never seen Memento. I haven't seen
I think
Interstellar.
I think if you've seen that, I've never seen Interstellar either. But I think
what's the other one?
I think if you've seen Memento, though, that will definitely change your mind.
I heard that Memento. My man who I went to school with, like we grew up together. He's not even like like he's a movie buff, but not like how I am. But even he told me, he was like, "Yo, Memento, you got to see it. It's one of those movies that they show in like film classes and shit like that, like as a study." type of thing, like a character study. And I was like, for real? But I don't want to watch a live, die, repeat. You know, I don't like Edge of Tomorrow. I don't like Groundhog Day.
That's not what
I
that
don't
movie
like
is. That is not what
Happy
that
Death
movie
Day
is.
is annoying at some point. Like, I was like, I don't want to see him just live, die, repeat, and then just.
That's not what that is. It's him solving a murder.
Of his is Carrie Ann Moss the murder, or is she
I
like a character in the movie from the Matrix, the chick from the Matrix?
Yeah, she's a character in the movie, but everything it'll all and Joey Pants is in it, bro. So come on.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Joey Pants. Oh man, like that
He's in the
dude.
movie.
He's just good in everything, yo.
So
Like
that's
even
really,
from if it's Bad Boys, if it's fucking Baby's Day Out, like he's fucking great. Wasn't he one of the crooks in Baby's
yeah,
Day Out?
yeah, he's one of the crooks.
A much better Home Alone 3 movie than Home Alone 3 was. But we're not going to
Yeah,
throw shade. We're not going to throw shade at that film,
but I
even though
do
we already
think
did.
I do think Spielberg does not get that credit
Whew.
that he deserves. I mean, maybe it's just on the side of people that I follow and watch. But when you hear greatest directors of all time, Spielberg's not really brought up. Kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Like, yeah, he's brought up in websites, but just like in general conversations, like us doing
General
a podcast,
conversations, yeah.
he's
That's
not brought
you know
up.
why? Because I feel like a lot of people are ushering in different directors. You know, like there's a lot of people that will put like we say Christopher Nolan in there. There's a lot of people. I see. I don't want to say nothing that's gonna fuck up the list. This is or the
Okay,
honorable mentions. I don't want
so
to say
so let's get into it, and then we'll continue this conversation.
cool
I
beans.
actually I actually want to kick this off because I feel like
Go
these
ahead.
two guys do not get their credit.
Have at
They're
it, bro.
they're one of the most influential voices in the '90s, and they gave us arguably one of the best hood movies of all time. And they have been working consistently. And I just got to say, dude, Alan and Albert Hughes deserve their fucking credit, deserve their flowers, and they do not get the respect that they deserve. And it is unfortunate because I don't know why Hollywood and people in general just don't acknowledge the work that they put in. Menace to Society, Book of Eli, even Ninth Gate, even the Jack the Ripper movie. Like, that is something so drastically different from what they usually done, and it shows that these guys are not only willing to take chances, but are able to take chances and just hit it out of the park each and every fucking time. I really want to see an Allen. I really do think that Alan Albert Hughes could have done a much better job at doing a biopic for NWA or a biopic for Tupac. I do because they lived it. They lived in LA. They're from LA. They know what it was like. I do believe if they ever did a movie about the LA riots, they could have fucking done it right. I think the Hughes brothers do not get the proper respect, do not get their flowers. Menace to Society is arguably held as one of the greatest, not only one of the greatest hood movies, but one of the greatest black cinema movies. But you look at Menace to Society, that is ranked above all else in terms of cinematic storytelling.
Says it's the best. I don't really have an argument because they're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about like the best hood movies of all time, some people pick Menace, some people pick Boys, some people pick Juice, some people pick whatever. You know,
But it's
I
always in
don't
the
think
discussion. Always.
exactly. Always, bro. I feel like in a world of like Mount Rushmore hood movies, Menace to Society is undeniably always, like you said, going to be in that conversation. So yeah, yo, and you know the crazy thing about like, and when you said those two, I was hoping you were going in the direction that I was hoping you was in. I was hoping you wasn't going to say Freeberg and Seltzer, like, like but, but but like, yo, I'm telling you, like the the Hughes brothers, if you would watch somebody just blindly going into like From Hell or fucking Book of Eli, not looking at the credits or paying attention to any of that shit, you would never guess that the same two directors that did Menace to fucking Society directed those movies, yo, because they're so stylistically different. And those dudes came a long way, man. And you know, Dead Presidents is another fucking hood movie. They made a movie that was a merge of genres. And a lot of people don't give them credit for that shit. We might have talked about this shit on the show at some point, bro, because Dead Presidents they managed to make a hood movie, a war film, and a heist film all in one.
Yeah.
Seamlessly, bro.
It's 3 different movies.
Following one character and all of these memorable, interesting side characters, man. They have done shit that a lot of people in the game have not done. So, that is a great fucking pick. I like when you were saying those two dudes, I was like, I'm hoping he's going where I think he's going. Sure enough, man.
Not to mention they did American Pimp, the documentary, which is
I
one
forgot
of the best
about
documentaries of all time because it takes you inside that world like no other documentary, like no other person or documentary has dared to do since then. They also did the Defiant Ones, the 5-part miniseries about Interscope, Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That is just, man, dude. Yeah, I really do think the Hughes brothers do not get their credit. Honestly.
Book of Eli, man, like that was
crazy.
One of the most, I think, I'm sorry, as far as roles go, characters go, that is definitely for me a top 5 Denzel movie. Like as far as characters he's played, where he's not playing, you know, a historical figure that actually existed in real life, where he's playing like a fictional character. That Book of Eli shit, man. I think Gary Oldman could have been a better villain in it, but he wasn't terrible. Like I like Gary Oldman and everything he's in, but I just feel like they could have given him a little bit more crazy. But I guess all the crazy that they gave it to the henchman that fucking Denzel was running through in every scene. Like he was fucking them dudes up, man. Cheddar Bob was in the fucking saloon and shit, and he slammed his face against the bar. Yo, that man. Book of Eli, yo. I mean, there's rumors of I don't know if they're still doing it. The prequel series where John Boyega is young Eli. So I don't know. I don't know if they're still going through with that. I would like to see what they would do with that. But is he going to be blind? Like, is he going to like be able to see and then he loses his vision? I don't know what they're going to do. But it's been no word on that shit. So that's one of them things that they announced and was like, hey, and then they just kind of just ran away with the shit. So I don't know. Who knows?
We are executive producing it, but yeah, there is no word of it.
Oh, nice.
2 years ago.
Yeah, we need some updates on that shit, man. You probably won't get any though. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, it's all who's gonna pick it up. So we'll see. Yeah, but that's my first pick, the Hughes brothers.
That's oh, the Hughes, yo. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. Yep. All right, so my 5. This director, like, I don't really know where to start or to end, but this is a dude that's like his ambition more than anything is just. I feel like it's unmatched, but I feel like when he comes out with movies, people don't show up for them as much as they should, but he still keeps pushing, and he's got like a really controversial project coming up. Fuck all the pleasantries. My number 5 directors that we need to give flowers to that we don't appreciate is going to be Deon Taylor. I don't know if you know who Deon Taylor is. He's the guy that did The Intruder. He did Fear. He did Black and Blue, Meet the Blacks Part 1 and 2, Chain Letter, Dead Tone, Fatale with Hilary Swank. Like this dude, he kind of started off as like a horror director. I think that's one of the reasons I favor this dude. But like execution wise, it doesn't always fall through. Like he did this movie with Omar Epps and Paula Patton called Traffic, and I know it was supposed to be some social commentary, like about like sex trafficking and things like that. I didn't really get it, and the movie didn't really hit. And while some of the movies don't hit, like the ambition is just always front and center. And I feel like if anything, this dude is a horror fan. So when he makes horror movies, it works. Like you didn't see Fear with with fucking with Ti and Ti and Tommy Joseph Sikora and fucking the girl from Happy Death Day was in it. Terrence J was in it. It like me and my girl watched it and we were kind of confused, man, because it was like, all right, this movie is one thing, but then they're introducing witches, and then it's like The Shining, and then it's like Cabin Fever. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what? There was a struggle of identity in that movie, but overall, it's like I respect this guy's love for the horror genre because the first two movies I saw that he came out with were slasher movies. You know, he did Dead Tone. I don't know if you've seen Dead Tone or Chain Letter. Funny as shit. You know exactly what you're getting. You're going to turn your brain off. And this dude's about to do a Blackula direct sequel or some shit like that. And I'm weary about it because I don't know who you're going to cast as Blackula. Like, I don't know if we're doing CG motion capture for William Marshall. I have no idea what we're going to do. I'm very scared for him to do a Blackula movie, but it's like, I'm curious to see because this dude is for the culture. And, you know, then he did Black and Blue. I think Black and Blue is like probably the most important film he's ever done, where it was Tyrese and Naomi Harris and I don't know the dude's name that plays Luke Cage. That big motherfucker. Whatever. What's his name?
Mike Coulter?
Mike Coulter. That's his name. Yeah, dude that played I was about to say Nick Fury. That played Luke Cage. He's in there. Black and Blue was like a really important movie. I think it's one of the most important movies like ever made, where Naomi Scott had the body cam footage and all of that shit. But this dude, like, I don't know, man. He's got so much ambition and just motivation behind him. And I just feel like sometimes like I said, the execution is not there, but I admire like the drive that this director has, and especially the love for horror, because he loves horror movies and he needs to respond to my DMs. And let me interview him so I can pitch him some movie ideas. But that's, you know, Deon Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. That's my number 5. Dude is people need to. I feel like we're not going to really, you know, he's not in the spot of like a Ryan Coogler. Like as far as black directors, he's not in the spot like a Ryan Coogler or a Spike Lee or something. But he's a dude that he just don't stop. Like he just does not quit. Like nonstop grind. Like I'm on it. I'm gonna find a way. If I gotta, not necessarily in a George A. Romero way, but it's like if I gotta go outside of my means and outside of the system to get this movie made, I'm gonna do it. Type of thing. The vigilant type of shit. So yeah, that's my number 5. Was Deon Taylor.
Okay, this next one is gonna be Oh, goddamn.
Just do it. Do it.
So my next one is Brian De Palma. I feel.
Wow.
Yeah, Brian.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, come on, dude. Like,
wow.
This guy was arguably the godfather of the modern thrillers, the modern erotica thrillers. This was that dude, bro. This is the guy that innovated visual storytelling to a T. Like, you think about movies like Scarface, Carrie, Mission Impossible, Untouchable, Snake Eyes, Carlitos
The
Way.
Fury.
He gave us three great gangster movies: Untouchables, Carlitos Way, and Scarface.
Didn't he do he did The Fury and he did Raising Cain, right?
He did Raising Cain and Casualties of War, Mission to
And
Mars.
He did that whole thing in his movies where it was multiple things happening at once, and you didn't really know what was going to happen. Like, imagine back in the 70s or the 80s, Brian De Palma directing Final Destination, bro. Like, What? Yo,
Yo, missed
yeah,
opportunity
no,
for not. Yeah, that's
I
definitely a
know,
missed
I know,
opportunity for
right?
sure.
I know they should have came up with it decades later, decades
Yeah,
sooner.
but I do feel like Brian De Palma does not get credit, even though his movies
Wow.
are loved and
Yeah,
well regarded. I don't think that he gets enough credit for like modernizing the thriller. Because if you look at movies like all the thriller 90, all the movies from the 90s, like all the thriller, they all bit Brian De Palma. They all try to do what he did, but they couldn't do what he did. Body Double, Dress to Kill, Blowout, Raising Cain is another one. You know, the non-linear storytelling was so great, kept audiences engaged and also kept them on their toes because you just didn't know what was going to happen until the very
yeah.
end where it was all revealed. And I feel like Brian De Palma could have directed a hell of a Tales from the Crypt episode too. Like, I'm surprised he didn't direct one at the time. But I do believe that he doesn't get enough credit though. I don't think he's gotten his flowers, honestly. You know what I mean? Again, movies are beloved, but they're not. They don't. They talk about it in terms of, oh, that's a great movie, but they don't talk about the directing and the editing and what he's really
Yeah.
doing visually.
I think
Yeah,
I think you and my uncle are the only two people to ever like really mention Brian De Palma in like the biggest names of like movie conversations. Like cuz my uncle's a fan of you said he did the Untouchables?
yeah,
My uncle's been telling me to watch that. I got it on DVD. I haven't watched it yet, but he's a fan of the Fury, and he's a fan of Carrie. He gave me Carrie on like VHS years back and shit. But y'all are the only two people that I that I've heard to really talk about that dude and the shit that he's done in cinema for the most part.
yeah. I mean, if you even watch like his later movies, like Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage, like that is a real time movie,
Oh shit!
bro.
I forgot he did that. That
Yeah,
now that opening tracking sequence is fucking great, yo. You talking about Snake Eye where he when Nicolas Cage is like, "Go Tyler, go
yeah,
Tyler, go Tyler."
yeah.
That opening sequence is so fucking great. I love that opening sequence, yo. I haven't seen the whole movie, but I remember my homie was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to watch Snake Eyes, man. Why don't you come and watch this shit with me?" And I was at his crib and I locked in when I saw that camera kept going following Nicolas Cage. I was like, yo, this shit is great. But I don't remember what the fucking movie is about. I get that shit confused with 8mm.
Yeah, they both came out at the same time, which is unfortunate because I feel like 8mm took over the shine from Snake Eyes. But it's about a boxer who's assassinated inside the ring, and Nicolas Cage is a PI tasked with finding out what happened.
The black dude from Harlem Nights, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah, the stuttering dude, yeah. That shit is yeah. So I've never seen it. May all right, hold on. Let's look it up. Yet another fucking movie I need to put on the list of shit to watch. Oh, Gary Sinise is in this. I forgot.
yeah. That's a stacked cast, bro.
John Hurd, Carla Georgino, Stan Shaw, Kevin Dunn, Louise Guzman, Mike Starr. What? What is happening?
Yeah, it's a good movie, bro.
Michael Rispoli. Okay. Yeah, that's all. I promise you, bro. That's all I remember is that hallway scene where the camera was just following it. Nicolas Cage, man. Maybe I skipped it because I've just never been a big Nicolas Cage. Even as a kid, I'm just like, I don't get this Nicolas Cage check, man.
Yeah, I
Some
can see
movies,
that.
some movies, maybe, man. Like I like. Funny enough, I watch Renfield. I love Nicolas Cage in Renfield. Love that shit.
Yeah,
But then it's just like he'll do shit like jujitsu and Willy's Wonderland and all this weird shit. Like it's
hey,
just like
to be fair, Willy's Wonderland is actually kind of fire.
it's better than it's better than the first Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't seen the second one, but it's better than the first Five Nights at Freddy's because it's actually rated R. You gave me what Five Nights at Freddy's could have done. You gave me like these shits is eating people and chomping people's heads off with blood and shit. But Nicolas Cage, you're not a cool enough character for you to not have any lines. You just drink purple soda. Yeah, you're not cool enough for that. Like, I didn't like him that much. Like, hey, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Like, I'm just like, come on, man. And Drive Angry, like, I'm just like, this shit's ridiculous. Some Nicolas Cage movies, I'm just like, enough. Enough, goddammit. Jesus, man.
I didn't hate Drive Angry.
I didn't hate it, but I told you, bro, I don't trust fucking Patrick Lussier and Todd Farmer together. You know, bro. You know, I don't trust them. There's something about them two. When they get together, it's like them two cousins at the family reunion. It's just like, all right now. it's like, all right, y'all be careful now. Yeah. Don't get into no bullshit. And they proceed to get into bullshit. Like, fuck, man. But nah, yeah. Brian De Palma, that's a crazy pick, though, bro. That is crazy. I did not expect that. That's wild.
Again, along with Spielberg, like, again, De Palma does not get brought up as one of the greats. And then I don't know if it's because it's recent biased or it's because, like, people that are just talking about films that have been released recently and don't go back.
That's what I think it is, bro. You know, you got a lot of people out here that will put fucking Ari Aster and the gang in their GOAT conversations, which is fucking completely ridiculous to me. Now, I know it's a generational thing, but you got to look back on the fucking, like, on the foundation of filmmakers and what they paved the way for, bro. Like, we wouldn't have a lot of movies if it wasn't for people like Brian De Palma and, you know, so on and so forth. So it's, yeah, exactly, man.
Even Scorsese's even in the conversation now, but because of Killers of the Flower Moon, is because he's constantly in the, you know, pop culture zeitgeist. Like, people like, oh shit, he's releasing films. Brian De Palma has not released a film in over 20 years. You know, his last film I think was in what, 2012.
I don't know. We about to see his last film. 2019.
2019. Yeah. So what? Like, that's almost 10 years.
Did anybody fucking see it? Like, what the fuck?
Direct to DVD.
So that answers my question.
The guy did it, so this might be worth a watch.
You know what? I forgot he did the first Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
We're like 12 movies in. I completely forgot. Like, you have him to thank for a style of setup, like a particular style of setup in the Mission Impossible movies. If we keeping it a B, Carlito's Way, I'm gonna lose a lot of people. I've never seen it. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's my pick. Is De Palma.
That's a great fucking pick, though, because De Palma, I called him De Palmer. De Palma. He's probably watching this shit right now. He's just like, fuck you. We're never going to get Brian De Palma on the show.
He's still alive, I believe. Yeah.
I hope he is, because I want to ask him how he feels about the Rage Carrie 2. Like, do you feel they disrespected your legacy, or... Because I'm going to tell him straight up, like, listen, I think it's one of the most unnecessary sequels of all time, but I love it.
Didn't you say that ending was like, or like that last sequence at the end where she goes all crazy, like, that was like, was great.
You never saw it?
I never saw it.
Yo, the Rage Carrie 2, bro, I promise you, like, in a world of unnecessary sequels, this is one of the most... First of all, the title doesn't make sense because the girl's not Carrie. She's linked into Carrie, for sure. I won't spoil it. But she is linked into the original character. But if you take the title away, the movie's really fucking dark, yo. They touch on, like, statutory you know what, and like they talk about like teen, like, you know, mental health and shit, and domestic abuse and shit. Like, bro, it's a wild movie. It gets a lot darker than the original does as far as like the high school aspect. But when she loses her shit at that party, it's fucking fun to watch, man. And I think she did the whole CD flying at people shit after Pinhead did, but she does a little bit of that. You know, she lights some people on fire. She makes some shit, some harpoons levitate up in that bitch. Like, yeah, it gets wild. It gets crazy at that party scene. But well deserved, because they were all pieces of shit and they all deserved it. Fuck them. Fuck them
I'm
all.
gonna have to watch this movie.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all. By the time you get to that party sequence when she's doing shit, you're not gonna be like, oh no, don't do, like, no, yeah, kill them bitches. Every single one of them. All of them.
What did Bernie Mac say? Fuck them kids.
Because, yo, I promise you, because they all had a hand in doing her dirty. They do her. You gonna watch this and you're gonna wonder, like, all right, would I rather have this or have pig's blood poured on me? Because they fuck her up bad, and her trigger is like well worth it. Yeah, it's embarrassing and shit. It's bad.
You know what? I might give this a go tonight. I might give this. I'm staying home tonight, so I might give this a go.
It's yeah, you going just let me know. Do you want what happened to her to happen to you, or do you want pig's blood poured on you? All in all in a crowded area.
I will text you later tonight and say
that
answer.
Yeah, let me know, because you watch it and it's just like, damn, that's some choice, huh? It's like, it's fucked up either way.
I should probably do a double feature with that and Tamara.
Yo, I've never seen it with Jenna Dewan. I've never seen that shit, man. And I've always wanted to watch it because I heard, like, don't they? She dies though, right? Like, it's no surprise because it's in the trailers that she dies and she comes back, so she exacts revenge.
It's interesting because it's actually a low budget version of Jennifer's Body.
What? Is she a monster? Or is she like just undead? Or
no, she's a monster.
Says she returns
she
as a sexy seductress.
Yeah.
All right, Tamara, relax a little bit, okay?
Give me a second, really quick.
All right. I guess it's just us now, people. It's us and Tamara. I'm looking up this Tamara movie. What the fuck? So she's got an axe in one of these moments. So it's like, is she supernatural? Does she like what is Tamara's deal? And how does she come back to life? So this is basically like I guess Tamara is basically like, what's that, Prom Night 2? Hello, Mary Lou. I've only seen the opening of Prom Night 2. And I know they fuck her up really bad, and I think she gets like burnt up, but then she returns and she exacts revenge and shit like that. It must be nice to be able to come back as a demonic entity and shit and exact revenge. Because if I could do it, I would. I'd be the pettiest demon spirit ever. If they was like, yeah, you can come back and cast revenge on the people that did you wrong. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I don't know who the rest of this cast is. I'm not familiar with the rest of this cast.
What happened?
No, I was actually saying, I'm like, if I could come back as a demonic entity, like a demonic ghost, like I would definitely be petty as shit. Like, you remember how like Patrick Swayze was like sliding pennies up the wall and shit? Like, I'm gonna be. You remember how you had was it one of the Paranormal Activities as your favorite jump scare when all of the fucking the closets and the drawers opened up? Yeah, I'm petty on that shit, bro. If I come back as a ghost or a spirit, oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I'm so going to make somebody's life a fucking living hell for sure.
Okay,
I
so
gotta watch the Tamra shit.
what's your pick? Who's next on yours?
We on number 4. My number 4. Let's skip all the pleasantries because I want to give this guy his flowers as quickly as possible. My number 4 is going to be Stephen Summers. We need to give Stephen Summers his flowers. We need to appreciate Stephen Summers more. If nobody knows, he is the guy that did The Adventures of Huck Finn. He did The Jungle Book, Deep Rising, The Mummy Returns, Van Helsing, G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, Odd Thomas. I have not seen Odd Thomas, but this is the thing about Stephen Summers for me, which makes me want people to appreciate him more, is the fact that no matter how much goofiness is in a Stephen Summers movie, no matter how much really dated CGI that may not hold up today is in his movies, no matter how cartoonish it may get, he's never going to bore you. He's going to make sure you are having a fun fucking time in whatever movie he's in. Granted, The Jungle Book, I don't remember shit from it. I don't even know. Like, I remember so little of that live action Jungle Book that I don't even know if I saw it. I think the dude was Jason Scott Lee. Yeah, there you go. Mowgli, right? I remember that. And I remember the trailers and things like that. Cool. I'll go back and watch it. As well as Huck Finn. But when you get to shit like Deep Rising, where another thing Stephen Summers is going to do, he's going to make sure for all the right reasons you're checking boxes. Like, you're not just doing it for the sake of inclusion, but you're doing it to have these characters actually serve purpose in the movies a lot of the times, where they're different nationalities and you merge all of these different cultures together in your casting. I respect that shit. Deep Rising, one of the greatest monster movies ever. The Mummy, you managed to reinvent a Universal movie monster while turning it into Indiana Jones adventure type of shit. Like, you strayed away from a lot of the horror that may have been intended for the original, and you turned it into an action adventure. And then you did a sequel, which is the Bad Boys 2 of the Mummy movies. Man, the Mummy Returns is one of the best fucking adventure movies I've ever seen. I love that shit. Maybe I'm a little biased because I've seen it on screen. Van Helsing, not crazy about it, however, but again, you have these different nationalities, and with the casting, you have these crazy special effects. You have moments where you're never going to be bored. You have moments that are cartoonish, but it's all in good fun. Same thing with G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra. You know, Channing Tatum.
But it was fun.
Fun as fuck, bro. It's so fucking fun that I can't be mad at how stupid it is. like fucking, what's her name? Scarlet or whatever her name is, put on an invisibility hoodie. Yeah, fucking invisibility hoodie, bro. And I'm like, I was like, what is happening, yo? But I love it. Arnold Vosloo was he was like a master of disguise. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Cobra Commander. I said, "Oh my fucking goodness!" Now, granted, shout out to whoever did the special effects for G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra, because you do not see Joseph Gordon-Levitt behind that makeup. At least I don't. I don't see him.
You don't.
He's unrecognizable. You had Marlon Wayans as Ripcord, which made me think like, yo, he actually would have been a decent Robin in a third Batman movie, because he plays a good sidekick. A good, like, heartfelt comedic sidekick. You know, you have fucking Dennis Quaid for all the 2 seconds. And, like, it's hilarious, man. It's a hilarious movie. And Stephen Summers, like, I think we take for granted the fun that he gives us. He gives us the epitome of popcorn summer movies. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's The Mummy, whether it's G.I. Joe or Deep Rising, whatever the case may be. I don't even know when Deep Rising came out, but I feel like all of his movies can be released during the summer season, and you will have a good time. I don't know if they'll make a lot of money at the box office. They cost a lot of money for sure, but it's like he's not going to bore you. He's not going to bore you, man. And he's going to make sure you have as much fun as you can, and there's somebody on screen who looks like you, or somebody on screen that you may or may not be able to relate to. Like, he's always going to put the fun in the palm of your hands of his movies, man. He's an entertaining ass director, and I feel like we We need to put some spec on his name. Steven Summers. Kind of mad that he's not coming back to direct the fourth Mummy movie, and Radio Silence is doing it. I'm cool with Radio Silence, but it'd be nice if Steven Summers had like some type of involvement, like like executive producer or whatever. But I don't know. They probably was like, "Listen, old man, we got it. All right,
It's our turn. Our turn now.
yeah, it's our turn, man. We don't need you. It's like, yo, you want me to consult? No, we don't need you. We don't need your consultants. We don't need your motherfucking permission, dog. Go ahead somewhere. Go on head on somewhere." Which is fucked up if they did
Good
that.
one, Steven Summers, dude.
Fucked
That's
up.
a good one. I like that. Deep Rising is our favorite. That's one of our favorites. The
Yeah,
Mummy,
man.
The Mummy Returns, man. Like, can't argue against those. Van Helsing is an interesting movie for sure.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, yo. It's a really mixed bag, bro. I don't know, it's like the idea of it is fucking great. Like even the opening, it's like, this is modern shit. Y'all put it in black and white, I can appreciate that, but it just looks too modern
Yeah.
for y'all to just put it in black and white. But I love the idea of what they were doing with Van Helsing all around. It's just some of the shit in there. Wasn't Kate Beckinsale in that shit too?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, she's in that shit. And she was fighting off Dracula's wives and flying all over the goddamn place. I'm like, all right, man, this was Steven Summers with too much money. They said, here, man, have at it. Here's your allowance. It's $1 billion to make this fucking movie.
We were robbed of a Van Helsing, I Frankenstein movie.
No. No, not with you talking about you talking about Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I refuse to watch that bullshit. Like Frankenstein, like with a fucking a leather trench coat on, like voguing in the rain and shit. Like, who told you he was a sex symbol? Sit your ass down somewhere. Fucking Frankenstein. No, I won't even go close to that movie. I'm not even gonna do it. I already am not a big Aaron Eckhart fan, but let me look at this cast real quick.
Oh, dude, this cast, bro.
Fucking I Frankenstein.
Your boy John Courtney's in it, bro.
See, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Directed by Stuart Beatty. It's fucking. What the fuck is even happening in this shit? Bill Nighy is in here. He's fucking 2,000 years old. Jack.
Ron Strosky is in here.
Oh, my man, Kevin Grevio. Whatever his name is. The dude that his voice sounds like a fucking Autobot. The black dude that was in the, he was in the Underworld movies. He was actually in Steel too.
Yeah, he's also in Bowfinger.
The black dude, with the crazy voice.
Yeah, he was in Bowfinger. He was in The Bodyguard. He was in.
Oh, he helped write this script.
What?
Yeah, apparently he's got his hand in a lot of shit.
Okay.
Fucking I Frankenstein.
So
Like, and then it's PG-13. What are you talking? What are they talking about, man? It's PG-13. Now I know the original Mummy. The original fucking. I'm about to get us fucking canceled. The original Frankenstein was not like in the 30s or whenever it came out. It was not bloody and gory and all that. But if we're gonna modernize it, god damn it, we're not doing PG-13. Just stop. Give me that gritty Frankenstein shit with Robert De Niro that Kenneth Branagh, whatever his name is, directed.
Wait, I thought that
Like
was
that.
I thought that was Mary Lambert.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
That's probably why I thought it was Mary Lambert.
No, that was Kenneth, the guy that did Thor, Kenneth Branagh, whatever his last name is. Yeah, and Helena Bonham Carter, Tim Burton's wife, was in there, and Frankenstein ripped her motherfucking heart out right in front of her, dude, yo. Basically told him, yo, check this shit out. Punched right through her shit and ripped her fucking heart out. That Frankenstein movie went hard as shit. That was insane.
All right, so So Stephen Summers is your pick.
Yeah, what are we on? 3. We are on number 3 today.
Okay. This is interesting because now I'm wondering
I was
if
about to say, are you changing your pick?
kind of, kind of.
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm gonna go with Tom Holland with this one because I don't think Tom Holland gets respect in the. He does not get respect for not creating, but maybe giving us one of the
Oh
best
man,
child plays movies of all time.
he did the
He
first one,
gave,
right?
yeah, he gave us Fright Night.
Oh, he did. He sure did.
You know, like
Yo, yo, that is
yeah. So he did Child's Play, Fright Night, Thinner, The Langoliers. Say what you want
Ooh,
about
he
The
did. He
Langoliers.
did Thinner.
Yeah, he did Thinner, Fatal Beauty, The Temp, and he's done
Hold up.
some of them. And he's done some like of the most memorable Tales from the Crypt
Tales
episodes
from the
ever.
Crypt episodes. Yup. Yo, he did do Thinner.
Yeah,
Thinner is one of those Stephen King adaptations that now I know it was during the 90s when everybody was like, oh, they're making all these Stephen King movies and people look back on them and call them cheesy and corny. Thinner, I feel like was one of the better ones.
yeah,
It
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 holds
was
up.
it was it was pretty yeah, it holds up pretty good, bro. It does. It really does, yo. Even when you see the effects on that guy, like it's kind of shiny. It looks like how fucking Eddie Murphy's makeup was in Vampire in Brooklyn, shiny as shit. Like it's obvious, but they did a really good fucking job, like with him being big and him slimming down, especially when he got into those like when his cheeks are sunken in type of moments.
Yeah,
Yo, Thinner is really that's the episode we could do for future reference. It's like Stephen King adaptations. Like, what are the
what are
top,
some of the best ones?
the best ones, man? I mean, we could say the worst ones, but that's yeah. What are
That'd
some
be
of
a
like
long episode.
the
That'd be a long episode.
top from the '80s to the '90s, even from the '99 and the 2000? Like, it's like
Yeah,
yo, yeah, they were down bad.
I,
I feel like they're just now getting it right.
and I think Tom Holland does a really good job, and he's one of the directors that knows how to blend suspense, horror, and humor all in one scene, and knows how to do it organically. He knows how to scare you. He knows how to make you laugh. He's a great writer. He's a great director, and I don't think he gets. And he doesn't get enough credit because he doesn't have like the longevity film wise. Like he probably
Yeah,
has. He has like maybe 8 films under his belt, and people only talk about 4 of them because it's those 4 that people often remember him for. You know,
true.
Friday Night Child's Play, Dinner, and Langoliers.
Langoliers,
You know,
yep. Mm-hmm.
he made Whoopi Goldberg a badass in Fatal Beauty. Like, come on.
He sure did. And that was before Ghost. He saw the potential before he got the awards and the accolades for Ghost and shit like that.
Yep. And he did, the Temp, his debut, The Stranger Within. Again, he much like De Palma, he actually cut his teeth on thrillers, jumped to horror, where a lot of people really kind of regard him as one of the best horror directors of that time. Because Child's Play is arguably one of the best in the franchise. Fright
Oh,
Night
absolutely.
is
Absolutely.
basically Rear Window with a vampire. That no, you know what I mean? So I got to give it to Tom Holland. I don't think he gets his flowers enough. I don't think people appreciate his work as they should.
He's got the only scary, for the most part, Child's Play entry in the whole fucking franchise, bro.
Yes,
Like
yes,
the first movie has got so like I remember seeing the original Child's Play as a kid, and yeah, even as a kid, I'm like it was just a doll. But you go back and watch it now, like it's the only one with scary vibes, with horror movie vibes to it. Everything else, I mean, they might try to be scary in part two, but after part two, it's just like they don't give a fuck. They're going full blown
it's
stand up
just
comedian. Yeah,
level off.
yeah, you know what that is. And even Fright Night to a certain extent, like I'm a Fright Night remake bull over the original, but I remember, I think I saw the remake first, and then I went back and watched the original because I'm like, William Ragsdale's in here, and fucking Chris Sarandon, and the chick who was in Married with
Amanda
Children,
Reese.
and fucking my man from Hoax from 976 Evil, and I was like, yo, there actually are kind of scary moments in Fright Night. Like, especially when Chris Sarandon is like creeping around in alleyways and shit like that, and like in windows and stuff. I was like, this is kind of, no matter how much I like the remake over the original, I was like, you can't deny what this shit's established. Like back in the 80s.
And he gave us arguably one of the best dance sequences of all time, dude.
Oh yeah, where he's dancing with the girlfriend.
Yeah, that like to me that is like arguably the best scene in the movie, and that shit's hot, bro. That shit's hot. Like that's sexy. You know what I mean? So,
Stole
like,
Mr. Steal Your Girl for real. He was one of the first ones. This was long before Trey Songz. He said, it's Mr. Steal Your Girl right in front of your face. Like, yeah, man. And Tom Holland, and I appreciate, like, he does conventions and he does like podcast appearances, and he pops up in movies. Like, he was in Hatchet 2. And I didn't even realize that was him in Hatchet 2. And I was like, oh shit. And then when he goes, I'm like, damn. Like, I felt some type of way. Yeah. Whatever his name is, Uncle something, Uncle whatever. But yeah, he loved. Uncle. He wasn't her uncle.
No, he wasn't part of. He wasn't related to her at all.
Oh shit! Was that the twist?
Yeah, that was a twist.
Oh,
so that's why Victor Crowley is stuck in that night, because the whole thing is that it was the Pumpkinhead thing. Like, if he killed off the relatives of the bloodline, that he'd be able to rest.
Hatchet, I mean, listen, I hope they keep making movies, but this shit just got so confusing. I'm just there for the kills. I'm just there for the kills, and who gonna pop up? Like, what stars are gonna pop? What genre people are gonna pop up at this point? Like, I ain't even there for the story, because once she blew his motherfucking head to smithereens and he came back, I'm like, all right, man. Like, it's just fair game. It is what it is.
How?
Yeah, exactly. and I don't get me wrong. Like, listen, I love it. Adam Green, like, listen, respect, bro. We would love to have you on the show as well, but it's like, I just, story-wise, I just don't care anymore. Like, that's one of the reasons why I have not successfully made it through Hatchet 4. The Victor Crowley movie, like, once they crash in that airplane, I kind of just like, all right, let me do something else and I'll come back to it, and I never do. Because now we done got the brother back in it again. Like, are they quadruplets? Are they sextuplets? Like, how many of these motherfuckers are there? Like, the guy, the Perry Shen's character. Like, how many? Yeah. Like, who is it? Who is it? Like, he died in the first two. Like, he died again. Like what are we doing? I don't know.
I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, that's my number 3, Tom Holland.
All right, fair enough. All right, my number 3 is, I feel like this is kind of along the lines of like how you compared, like or how you describe like the Hughes brothers, with nobody really sees like how far they come and just versatility as far as like the shit that they do. And if you look at certain movies, it's like, yo, I had no idea the guy that did that did this. F. Gary Gray is my number 3. And
it's actually one of my honorable mentions.
This dude, man, Friday, you went from doing an independent black comedy on a limited budget that would go on to be one of the most classic, if not a lot of people's favorite black cinema comedy of all time. And when you go from that to like one of your last movies being like Men in Black International, and I know a lot of people didn't really care for that movie, but just the overall scale of what they trust this guy with, direction wise, bro. Like, this man went from Friday, which had a limited budget, and then he did Set It Off. You did The Negotiator, A Man Apart, Italian Job, Be Cool, which is an underrated fucking sequel. I got to put that on sequels that slap because Be Cool is fucking hilarious. Straight out of fucking Compton. The Fate of the Furious, Men in Black 4, and then you did Lift with Kevin Hart. That was a Netflix movie. It was okay. It was alright. But for him to like just on a like scale wise, nobody talks about F. Gary Gray as far as versatility. Nobody in their right mind would think that the guy that made Friday directed The Fate of the Furious. Like those action sequences in fucking Iceland and all this other shit, like nobody would think that. Nobody would probably even think that he did The Italian Job, and I thought that was a disappointing ass action movie for me. The cast was cool, but I guess I was so spoiled at the time that I saw it with the Fast and Furious movies that I kind of unfairly judged it, and I was like, man, I wanted more action. They in these Mini Coopers with gold bricks. This shit is corny, but it's like it's okay. It's an alright heist movie. It's not all that great. Man Apart, I don't remember too much of that, but like F. Gary Gray just his humble beginnings, bro. Like his humble beginnings, man. Like and he's you watch all his interviews and he's just modest about being this guy that helms these billion-dollar franchises, man. Or at least he contributes to them for the most part. Like in the case of like Fast and Furious and Men in Black, like he didn't start them, but he contributed to the success. Or maybe not so much Men in Black because they about to reboot that shit now. But I'm just saying, Men in Black, you're still the guy that did Friday. You did a Men in Black movie with Thor and fucking Valkyrie from the Marvel and Liam Neeson. You know, like that's something to be celebrated. I feel like he broke ground with Set It Off too, because you did something that wasn't popular to do back then. They would call the shit woke nowadays, but you did something back then where it's like, I'm gonna have this group of 4 ladies, you know, pull off these heists back to back to back, and they're going to get away with it at least until they get their comeuppance at the end of it. Like nobody has seen no shit like that before. So F. Gary Gray, I just like he's made history multiple times, and I feel like people don't talk about it enough. They don't appreciate it enough. That dude definitely needs to be celebrated for sure.
I agree because he also did Law Abiding Citizen with Jamie Foxx.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Law Abiding Citizen.
Insane, dude.
I forgot all about Law Abiding Citizen, bro. I forgot all about it. I'm gonna lose one of my cars because then they filmed some of that shit out here. I think they did because Jamie Foxx got his motherfucking hotel room ran up on by some crazy groupie. Was that in
Philly? I thought that was in Chicago.
Oh, no, yeah, it was somewhere when he was in the hotel downtown. I think he said some chick made it up on the floor. I don't know who she paid off or some shit, and like nothing happened. But he said it was definitely some strange activity.
Yeah, that's a good one. F. Gary Gray, that's a really good one. He was on my honorable mentions because I thought he doesn't get enough respect. Not to mention, he did some of the most iconic music videos.
That too. I didn't.
Southern Playalistic Music, Waterfalls, Fantastic Voyage. Like, come on, dude.
He's always had an eye, man. He's always had an eye for the shit.
Yeah, so that's a good pick. I like that. Okay, that's your number 3.
That was my number 3.
Okay. So. I'm going to go with someone that's a little bit newer. And I brought him up a few times on the stream because I feel like he's someone that definitely deserves to have Mike Flanagan's career. Like I do believe he's someone that needs to be in that spotlight. And it's unfortunate, too, because he's kind of relegated to doing segments for VHS. And it's unfortunate because his 4 feature films have all been bangers, and they're all been different. And of course, I am talking about David Bruckner. I think this guy does not get enough fucking credit for the type of horror that this guy does. He arguably probably made one of the best Hellraiser movies in the past 20 fucking years.
Absolutely.
Probably rivals the first fucking movie, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And David Bruckner just does not get the credit.
Damn.
You know, he doesn't get credit.
Bruckner?
mean, look at the Night House, the Ritual, Hellraiser.
I didn't know he did 2 episodes of Creepshow.
Did he do? Really? I didn't know that either.
Yeah, 2019 it says.
Yeah.
You know the crazy thing is, I've only seen his VHS segments, Hell and Hellraiser. That's it. I haven't seen the Night House or the Ritual or Southbound. Oh wait, was Southbound was that an anthology too?
Yeah, it's an anthology. That he does the hospital segment in that one. And he's done the best VHS segments.
He's doing the Blob. Did I miss something?
What?
Did they announce that? It says it's in pre-production.
Get the fuck out of here.
No bullshit, bro. David Bruckner says the Blob is in pre-production, yo. Cause when did we get back to this? Now I feel like maybe it slipped my mind, and maybe I forgot about the article. But when did we get back to the Blob being in pre-production?
Oh shit!
Because remember they were saying all types of shit. They were saying like Samuel L. Jackson was going to be in it and all this other shit. Like they've been saying shit about the Blob forever. They ain't giving you no details on it either.
Yep.
Fucking bastard.
You got it because of Hellraiser.
Yo, now listen. It just apply some of the little trickery, the camera trickery that you did in the style with Hellraiser. I trust David Bruckner with the Blob. I would. I'd much rather would have seen Rob Zombie's version, but.
God, that would have been insane, bro. Can you imagine fucking Sherry Moon Zombie playing the Shauna Smith character?
The Shauna Smith character? Right, exactly. Yeah, man.
Hilarious.
Because you know that's what it would have been. You know it would have been Sherry Moon Zombie. Fucking Tyler Mane would have did motion capture as the Blob and shit. Like, you know what it would have fucking been. You know what it would have been. You know he would have casted his familiars, man, and you know what? I would still watch it. I would still watch it and see what it was. God damn, yo, that's hilarious. I'm confused because it's like, where did we get back to the Blob?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm cool with it, but the whole like, all right, let's not keep doing that. Let's remake the remake. Like, all right, man. All right, they're already about to do The Fly, and then you know they're gonna do The Thing. John Carpenter already entertained it. Like we're not gonna keep doing remakes of the remakes. Can we not? If the first remake was bad, sure. Like let's get a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's get a remake of Prom Night and a remake of April Fool's Day and shit like that.
I do think. I mean, if you watch The Ritual and The Night House, like they're two different horror movies, but both deal with like internal crisis in such a realistic way that I think he understands how to use grief and translate that into horror. So he's really good at that. So I don't think Bruckner gets enough credit for that, you know. So definitely David Bruckner. I think he's one of my favorites. Everything that I've seen from him has been lights out. It's been good.
And also, I would have fucking, first of all, if we talking David Bruckner, my man got cheated because remember he was supposed to direct a sequel to the 2009 Friday the 13th reboot, and we never got it. And I feel like when you see the shit that he has done, I think he would have given us like a really, like one of the most solid Friday the 13th sequels, bro. And it was supposed to take place in the snow. I think the script is online somewhere. The script that he was gonna like put on screen and shit. And it was Jason in the snow, and Jason was fucking people up. There was some creative kills in there, way better kills than the 2009 movie had. And I'm like, why was this not a thing? Like, why didn't we do it?
Yeah.
I want to say he did. No, he did not do the Crazies. That was Breck Eisner. I used to get them two confused.
Yeah, so that's my number.
I did
What was
not
that?
expect that was
Bruckner?
what was that 3? Yeah, I think we about to be on 2.
Yeah.
Oh, was that your 2?
Yeah, you're on 2.
I confused. Yeah, I think that was number 3, and then we're going on to number 2.
Yeah, so you're on 2.
I'd be losing count, bro. I'm
Yeah, me too. It's early,
We're
bro,
on
and I'm
fumes,
just like,
people.
yeah.
Oh wait,
Work,
I
work.
can't hear you, bro.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me make sure it's not me.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yo.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, that was my dumbass shit. Like my shit
Oh.
Bluetooth to my I had to turn the Bluetooth off. It Bluetooth to my headphones. I was like, I can't hear you, man. I was like, I can't hear you. That's my shit. The fuck? All I did was tap the box like as it's charging and it just connected. It was good to know that these things are so well trained. Fucking
Oh, wait, no, that's, so, Hughes Brothers, De Palma, Holland, Bruckner. So you're on 1.
we are? I got 2 left.
Oh, yeah, so you're on 2, and I'm on 1.
Oh, so okay, so that was your 2.
Yeah, that was
I'm
my
on
bad.
2.
That's my bad. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
my number.
All right. My 2. It's kind of left field. I'll just get into it for time's sake. My number 2 is gonna be Peter Berg. Peter
Oh,
Berg.
shit.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
A lot of
That
people
I
are
was
like,
not expecting, yo.
a lot of people are like, who? Now, granted, this is a weird one because he has movies that I haven't seen, but there is a reason I put Peter Berg on this list. So he's got Very Bad Things, The Rundown, Friday Night Lights, which I've never seen, and I heard it's one of the like a lot of people say that's their favorite football movie. I'm not a football movie dude, but like it's hard to top Any Given Sunday. But I always hear good things about Friday Night Lights. The Kingdom, have not seen it. Hancock,
Fucking movie.
The Kingdom.
Kingdom's a great
Is that what
movie, bro.
is that with Leo?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that's Jamie Foxx. Okay.
Yeah. You got Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Gardner, Chris Cooper, and
Jai Courtney. It's like that's the selling point right there.
Richard Jenkins, Tim McGraw, Danny.
I got
Houston,
Richard Jenkins in there.
Yeah, Minka Kelly. So yeah, this is a really good fucking movie, bro.
Yeah, the Kingdom I have not seen. He
I know he directed Friday Night Lights. That's crazy.
yeah.
Nor did I know?
Hancock.
Know he directed Very Bad Things.
Oh man, that's like
Very Bad
Hancock,
Things is my
Battleship,
shit, bro.
Spencer Confidential. This is another director where it's like, first of all, he's got his start in acting. I mean, the motherfucker was in, and I don't like this movie particularly, but Shocker. He was the main character in Shocker, the Wes Craven movie. That's him, and he's in Smoking Aces, and and he's in a whole bunch of movies, man. But to be like an established actor for the most part, and then to just I want to direct. Like, that's a hell of a transition to make and to actually be good at it. Like, Very Bad Things is one of my favorite fucking movies, man. That is a movie where shit just goes from bad to worse with with those characters, bro. That is one of the greatest movies I've seen where shit goes from bad to worse with all the characters and they just keep falling apart throughout the whole movie. The Rundown, arguably one of The Rock's best movies. This is before Dwayne The Rock Johnson was the fucking Rock. Like, before he was a mega superstar in all of these big global franchises. This was when The Rock was small. This was when The Rock was like, this was when he was like steady. And I feel like his humor was a hell of a lot better back then. for some reason. I don't know what it was, man. It just seemed like it was a little more like
He was still
it,
he was still stuck in his WWE days. That's why.
yeah, man. Like, and it seemed like it just worked a lot. Like the humor worked a lot better for some reason back then. Like I don't know what it was. And the rundown, like him, Sean William Scott, Rosario Dawson, Christopher Walken, like what was that? That was not Keno from Ninja Turtles, was it? The dude that was fucking him up
Yeah,
when
it was.
he was punching him.
It was Ernie Reyes. He even went on a podcast. He went on Taboo from Black Eyed Peas podcast.
Yeah, for Black Eyed
man,
Peas.
yeah, it's like I was the last guy to kick the Rock's ass on screen, bro.
Oh my god, that's and exactly. Thank you, bro. That's before he had a clause in his contract where I can only get beat up but so much. What? He got fucked up in that movie, yo. That movie and Walking Tall are like top 5 The Rock movies. Hands fucking down. I don't care nothing about the big budget shit that he puts out, like none of that shit. But the rundown is one of my and I love the fact that he didn't use guns, and it wasn't until the end of the movie he finally broke when his back was against the wall and he had to really start lighting shit up. Like that shit's great. Hancock, it's not one of my favorite superhero movies, but I love that it was something original. Like I love that it was something fresh, and Will Smith brought his own little flair to it. I like the twist with Charlize Theron. It was like, all right, that's weird, but like I guess, you know, like what is Jason Bateman left to do? Be a cuck? Like what the fuck is happening in this movie? Like what are we doing? What are we doing with this movie, man? But I love that he got to throw little Michael Myers into the sky and shit, because that's something that a whole bunch of us wanted to do when we found out that, you know, Michael Myers was being terribly miscast in that Rob Zombie movie. I think that's what we all wanted to do. To Dake Fair Battleship. Don't get me started on Battleship. It might have been a box office flop or whatever. I know a lot of people didn't understand it, didn't like it. I love it because Peter Berg turned one of the most boring, if not the most boring fucking board game in the history of board games into
Really?
Transformers and Halo. Listen, Battleship is ass. I'm not about to sit there and 24.
Really?
Like
That's
I go play bingo. I'll go play bingo for all that, bro. I go play bingo. 24. B 29. Like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Crazy.
No, I'm
bro.
cool. I'm
I've
good.
never
I'm good.
heard anyone say Battleship was a lame ass game.
I'm
bro. That's
good on
crazy.
Battleship. I'd rather play Silent Service on NES than play Battleship, bro. And Silent Service was one of the most boring fucking. Yo, my brother got that game when we were kids. I was like, this shit is fucking making me slip into a coma. I would rather play that shit. I'd rather play Railroad Tycoon all day long than play Battleship. I don't. It's ass. It's ass. I'll play bingo. He turned it into Transformers and Halo with little crazy haywire yo-yos and like aliens in armored suits and shit. Like they was giving off battle blows and shit with the like. Come on, man. I know Rihanna didn't have a lot to do in there, but I was like, Rihanna's in there and not Stellan Skarsgård. What's his name? Alexander Skarsgård. Liam Neeson, I didn't really care. He was just there for the check. He just popped up. And then you had the old heads pop up at the end who were literally, they served on battleships in the Navy back in the day. I love that they had the cameos from the old heads in there. Peter Berg is just like, he's not quite Steven Summers, but it's just like, this guy's not afraid to try something different, man. Like he's not afraid to try different different action avenues or sci-fi, whatever case may be. He does grounded movies. He does all kinds of shit, man. I respect that dude's transition from actor to director.
I am very curious to see him do Call of Duty.
He's directing that?
Yeah, he's directing. It was announced, I think, 3 months ago that he's going to do a Call of Duty movie. And I'm like, fuck, if anyone could do a Call of Duty movie and do it justice, it's him. It's him.
Yeah,
because
but
if you've seen Lone Survivor, you know
no, I haven't seen
it, dude. Yeah, like you know this fool can do that.
All right, but what are a Call of Duty movie? All right, that's cool. What are we doing in a Call of Duty movie that we haven't seen in any fucking war movie that's come out for the past 2 decades, though? Like, it's been so many goddamn... This is one of the reasons why it's not one of my... Like, it's not really one of my favorite genres. Like, my uncle keeps telling me to watch Apocalypse Now and watch Saving Private Ryan, and yeah, he's telling me all of these are good, and Black Hawk Down and all that shit. Like
Great movie.
I don't really get into them. So it's like being as though I don't get into them like that, like a Call of Duty movie. I'm just like, you're probably like 2 decades too late, but you can do it. But what are you going to do differently? That's going to make this shit stand out. Like, you going to have the Nazi zombies in there? Because I'm cool with that. I know they're not going to do that. They're not going to do
Would be,
that.
that would be hard though. That would be.
That's a nice twist. I mean, we can get some of the shit that we didn't get in Overlord. You know,
Yeah.
could be that.
Yeah.
That was a Overlord. Now I love that movie, but it's like that was we should have had some Call of Duty Nazi zombie shit. Yeah, we should have had it. You had I forgot the dude's name from Welcome to Derry. You had him in there, and then you had Kurt Russell's son. It's like, come on, man, badass.
Yep.
They had it. They don't know no better. But yeah, Peter Berg was my number 2, bro.
That's a good one, man. I did not expect Peter Berg to be on your list, dog.
I didn't expect him on there either, to be honest. I really did.
All right, so my next one is, God damn, bro. Who do I go to next? Okay, so I think my next one, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go with our boy. We talked about him earlier, Adam fucking Green. I just think he's someone that it's unfortunate too because I think he's pigeonholed into the Hatchet franchise.
Yep.
And people don't realize that he can do suspenseful movies like Spiral and Frozen. Frozen is crazy, dude. That is a crazy survival
movie, yo.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, yo.
He knows how to build the tension. Yeah, he knows how to build up that tension. And I don't think people give him credit. I don't think people want to take a chance on him either. I really wish he was able to do more movies outside of Hatchet. Because the 2 movies that he did do outside of Hatchet were fucking amazing. Spiral with Joel David Moore playing this obsessed stalker that he just gives.
Is that the tall? That's the tall guy from the tall goofy dude that was in Hatchet. Okay, so he's got his familiars. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that he's got his familiars that he cast.
I just wish he did more. Honestly, I wish he did more. And it's unfortunate because I just feel like he's pigeonholed the same way as George Romero is pigeonholed into the zombie franchise. The same thing with Green, and I don't think he can get out of that, and it's unfortunate for him.
Because that's all people show up for, is are the Hatchet movies. You know, like there was he recently did an interview where I don't know if it was recently, but he did an interview where somebody was asking him about Hatchet 5. And he said, like, there's a lot of conversations and there's a lot of people that want it, but I think he said he was trying to get out of a deal or something. It was some type of legal tape that was around it. And he was like, yeah, if this happens, then yeah, we'll do Hatchet 5. But he was like, as of right now, he's like, no. But yeah, ask him for something else. You know, I mean, it's got to be frustrating as a creator. I mean, like, if that's your bread and butter, cool. If that's something that puts you on the map, be proud of that for sure. But if that's a guy that wants to do something different and nobody really shows up for it, it is kind of fucked up. You know, like you said, the George A. Romero shit, like, nobody wanted to see fucking Martin or Monkey Shines or The Dark Half and shit. They like, when the next zombie movie coming out? And then he came out. Yeah, I still have not seen that. Still have not seen that. I heard it's an acid trip, and unfortunately, I don't do acid.
Fucking dream, bro. It is a
dream. That and Season of the Witch I gotta see from George A. Romero. But yeah, man, like you said, pigeonholed, and that is so true. That happens a lot with a lot of you know, like horror movie directors, and you know, hopefully he's able to pull out of that shit and get some other shit made. Like I would watch another Hatchet. I'm not really pressed for another one right now, but it's like if he did some other shit and it's like, yeah, Adam Green's such and such, it's like, yeah, I would give it a chance because I fucks with him as a director, a writer, director, all of that shit. And he loves the genre. He loves film in general. Like he's a big geek. So
Yeah, and it's unfortunate too because then you see like no shade, but like Damien Leone coming out with Terrifier, and that should have been Victor Crowley. Should have been Victor Crowley. I mean, there's no shade. And I'm not gonna diss him or dog him or nothing like that. But I'm saying that like I guess my point is that Adam Green should have been Damien Leone before he was Damien Leone.
whew. Yeah, well, listen, Hatchet was long before Terrifier, and I want to say long before All Hallows Eve, like before Art the Clown was even a thing. Didn't Hatchet come out prior to that?
Yeah, 2007.
Yeah,
And
I
then
want to
Art
say
made
he
his
did.
debut in 2009, 2010.
But they didn't know that that shit was going to turn into the Terrifier franchise.
That,
So
yeah.
yeah, safe to say, bro. Like yeah, like if we're talking like exploitation, like really gruesome slasher movies and shit. Yeah, yo. Adam Green, we need you on the show, sir.
Yes. Because
We
I do
appreciate
believe
your
Adam
prowess.
Green has a lot more to offer to the genre and to cinema in itself. I just wish he can figure out a way to get out of whatever clause or whatever contractual obligations that he's tied
Yeah,
to so he can do other movies. Because I
yeah,
feel like we're robbed as fans from an Adam Green movie. Again, Frozen, Spiral,
and he is a
great movies.
he's such a huge like he talks about movies like for me kind of the way Quentin Tarantino does. It's just less weird when Adam Green talks about movies. Like I watch I don't know if you ever watched like Adam Green's Scary Sleepover. It was like a series of episodes he had where he would have like these famous genre people come sleep over at his house. He had Daniel Harris, Tony Todd, fucking Sid Haig and Kane Hodder and Derek Mears. He's got all types of people come sleep over and they just talk about shit. But if you listen to him talk about movies and the genre in particular, like I listened to a commentary of Friday 13 Part 4 with him and Joe Lynch, the dude that did Wrong Turn 2. And the way that Adam Green just talks about movies, man, like he talks about the shit like we do. Like he's a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a huge fan of just movies and the horror genre. And you can just tell he's got a shit ton of ideas that he's not quite he's not quite able to get out there. I just want him to start his own production company. Like honestly, I want Adam Green to start his own production company and just so he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. Whatever genre you want to put your shit out on, it's on your own platform type of thing. Because he is great, man. You could tell he's a fan for the fans type of writer and director, yo. And we don't get a lot of that nowadays. I mean, we do, but I feel like he's definitely like one of a kind though, for sure.
Yeah, I wish he did more conventions too.
Oh,
Definitely wish
he doesn't do a lot of them.
he doesn't do a lot of them. He
Cause
doesn't do
he's
them
probably like,
enough.
man, fuck you bitches, man. He's like, all y'all want
Yeah,
is
well, he
hatchet. Fuck y'all. I don't
yeah
want to go up there.
probably
He's like, all y'all do is
probably
ask me hatchet questions. I'm not fucking going. Like he's probably pissed off. He's like, I don't want no more fucking hatchet questions.
yeah probably yeah you're probably right, dude. You're probably fucking right. Yeah, probably
God
pissed too,
damn.
man. All you want to talk about is Hatchet. I want to talk about Frozen. I want to talk about my short-lived sitcom on YouTube.
See, I didn't know. Now the trailer is on IMDb. I didn't know Kane Hodder was in Frozen. he's the dude that's he's the dude that's on the ground like backing up like the snowcat and shit.
Yeah,
And he loves Kane Hodder, man. Like that's his boy, yo. That's like his partner in crime right there. He loves working with that dude.
yeah, he really does. He's in a. I think he's no, he's not in Spiral, but he was in that. His name was Jason documentary, and he said like Kane Hodder
Oh, he
was his
was.
favorite. Like his movies was his favorite.
Yeah, I did see him in that. He's in that, and he's in is he in 100 Scariest Movie Moments? I want to say he is.
Yeah,
I believe he is because I want to say he's. I think it's maybe the Hostel segment he's talking on. I don't remember, but he's on there somewhere. Damn, I should watch that tonight. Bravo's 100 Scariest Movie Moments. That documentary is fucking lit. What are
yeah,
we on?
I
Numero
he
numero
yeah
uno.
yeah. You're on one.
Well, my number one is Uwe Boll. So I mean, it's no big fucking shock to anybody, right? Um, Surprise! It's Uwe Boll, everyone. It's like, nah. I wish. Listen, if I ever said my most slept on directors is Uwe Boll, I want y'all to check my temperature and my blood alcohol level at that point, just to see how bad shit really got. Like, it's like I, I need some observations if I ever said that shit, man. Um, this is, I mean, I don't think this is controversial. I think that I think I'm well within my rights with this last one. Um, but I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this like how you mentioned, like, remember my face when you said De Palma, and I was like, what? Like, I feel like people should appreciate him. That's kind of how I feel about my number one. Like, I feel like people should by now, but I just don't think they get it. And I don't feel like they're going to get it until he's gone. My number one is going to be Zack Snyder. I feel like we are not going to. It's going to be like when LeBron retires. Honestly, you'll never see this type of shit again. And yeah, there's been directors to make DC movies and zombie movies and fantasy movies and Star Wars-esque movies like he did with Rebel Moon and shit and all of that, but I don't think there's ever going to be anybody that's ever going to be a visionary like Zack Snyder, yo. And Dawn of the Dead, that should be in my intro to him. And like seeing Dawn of the Dead in the theater, I was like, I'm a George A. Romero fan. Like, I adore that original Dawn of the Dead, and I remember seeing all the trailers and I was excited. But I remember going into it, I remember being nervous, and I was like, I don't know if they're going to put the looters in here. I don't know if they're going to block the entrances with the BP trucks. I don't know if they're going to do this. I don't know if they're going to do that. Like, I was so critical with remakes in 2004, bro. And I remember seeing Dawn of the Dead and walking away with, like, I got complaints now, but I remember walking away with little to no complaints, first impressions. And I'm like, whoever this dude is, I like what he's doing. I like his style of direction. I like the way that he makes these movies look. He puts you in the scene, and he used some slow motion in Dawn of the Dead, but it wasn't as excessive as he got with it. Like, he started making love to slow motion at some point in his fucking movies. But Dawn of the Dead, I'm like, this dude came in swinging, dog. And I never saw Sucker Punch, never saw it. Watchmen was a whole different ball game. I was like, I didn't know nothing about the characters. I went into it blind, and I was like, this is one of the most gritty fucking superhero movies I've ever seen. And then Man of Steel, I didn't find an appreciation for that until like years later when I rewatched it. He gave me my, recipe, shout out to Christopher Reeve, but I think Henry Cavill is definitely my Superman. Now, granted, I might feel differently because that last Superman with what's my man name? What the fuck is that dude's name?
Brandon Roth?
No, not hell no, not fuck no, not Brandon Routh. Now, Brandon Routh, listen, don't get me wrong, he was a great Superman. He was just in a boring ass movie. Bad movie, bro. The movie looked great. He was an amazing Superman, but that movie just what he had to work with around him. And no diss to James Morrison and Amy, whoever the fuck the girl was that played the Lois Lane. It was like that was cool, but overall, like, it just wasn't there, yo. But David Cornsweet is the new Superman's name now. I don't know that movie was fucking great. But what Zack Snyder did with humanizing Clark Kent, I was like, I did not appreciate Man of Steel until a couple years ago, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, I remember rewatching it, and I was like, I owe this movie an apology, man, because this makes Superman relatable. It made him really super relatable. And then BVS, like, I went to the theater to see Batman vs Superman. You gave me some of the best moments I've ever seen with a character with my favorite superhero that's been around for decades. And you are the one that managed to give me that warehouse sequence. You are the one that gave me him fighting Superman on the rooftop and all throughout that abandoned building and shit. Like that was fucking epic. And Justice League, man, bro, worth every hour, every single second. And Joss Whedon should never touch a fucking superhero property after what he did to Zack Snyder's vision. I will stand on that hill. But Zack, and then Army of the Dead. You gave me a top 10 zombie movie in modern day. That's not easy to do. Like, I'm really tough on zombie movies, man, because that's my shit. I love that. That's my favorite subgenre. But you gave me a top 10 by the time I was done watching it. Like, I love that fucking movie. And I haven't seen Rebel Moon yet, but Zack Snyder, vision wise, man, and just direction wise, you're never going to see anything like it again. And I feel like when he's gone, when he retires, or whether he's gone, and I hope he's around for a good while, like people are going to look back on his shit and they're going to be like, yo, man, like this dude really had an eye for cinema. Like he didn't take this shit for granted. Everything that he put you in, he wants it to be an epic. Like he doesn't take any of his movies lightly, even if they're received poorly or what. Like I want to see Sucker Punch, regardless of how bad I hear that it is. But like I know I'm gonna have to prep myself for Rebel Moon and shit. But
Sucker Punch, I saw that in the theater and I walked out of it pissed off. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. But
wait, you walked out before it was over, or you walked out by the time it was done?
No, by the time it was done, man, me and my
I
looked at each other. We're like,
I was about to say,
bullshit, bro. Fuck that.
Oh,
we were pissed.
Oh no!
It's because there's a twist, and it's like, are you fucking serious? Like the whole marketing behind the trailer that you're expecting like these four girls to be like all badasses and shit, and that's further from the truth. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I was expecting four badass women to go in, kick ass, bro. But then you find out what it really is, and how they what's really behind it. I don't want to spoil it. It's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it, but it gets spoiled to you within the first 20 minutes of the movie anyway. So.
Is it because she mentally checks out and she goes to fight these people outside of her mind? Yeah, I know.
That's
Emily Blunt. She checks out of her mind and all that shit. Yeah.
That's why that movie doesn't work for me. I didn't like that aspect of it, because then it just seemed really, I don't know. It paints the movie it frames it in a different way now. If that makes sense. That cast is stacked, though. You got Emily Brownie, Abby Cornish, Jenna Malone, Vanessa Hudgens.
I said Emily Blunt. I'm fucking tripping.
Jamie Chung, Carla Gugino, Oscar Isaac in one of his earlier roles.
Oscar Isaac's in there?
Yeah, Scott Glenn.
I did not know that.
At the end, it's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. This movie could have been better.
He said, I don't know, man.
But when you look at 300, that's a great movie. Army of the Dead.
I didn't even fucking mention 300. And honestly, I'm not super crazy about 300, but I do appreciate that it exists. Because again, that's a movie that there will never be anything like it. They tried to kind of recapture that in Rise of an Empire, and I did like Rise of an Empire was okay, but you're not fucking with the first movie.
No, you're not.
You know that motherfucker was riding a horse over boats and shit.
Yeah,
like that shit was crazy, yo.
The uncut versions of Rebel Moon are actually far better and far superior than the edited versions. So if you ever watch Rebel Moon, make sure you watch the Snyder.
You saw both of them?
Yeah. That was a task in itself. Because the edited versions are vastly watered down compared to the R-rated version that he initially did. It changes the movie drastically. Just like the Justice League. And I love Justice League, the Snyder Cut. I thought that was a fucking amazing movie. And
absolutely.
It's a shame that we'll never get a payoff to Manhunter coming up. I got you next time, bro.
Manhunter ain't shit. Martian Manhunter, you ain't shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because he definitely popped up and was like, everything good? Oh, because I was just about to get on their ass, man. Like, I'm telling you, man, I was just about to do something.
Yup.
Yo, man, he popped up at the last minute. He gonna say, yo, next time, bro, like, yo, me and you, man, tag team. Like, I got it. I got you, dog. I got you. But look, let me go up here real quick. Let me handle some business. I got next emergency, next global extinction level event. I got you, dog.
And I'm bringing the lanterns with me, so be good.
Yo, he really did that shit. He popped up at the last minute. Bruce should have been like, "Where the fuck was you at, man? Like, you've been here this whole time. Like, yeah. You can't even fucking help us out." Oh my god, yo, that's hilarious, man. Yo, he definitely they did Martian Manhunter dirty as shit. You gotta clip this shit, bro. You gotta clip this shit because Martian Manhunter was a piece of shit, dog. And bro, I'm telling you that has happened, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've been in rumbles before where I've had somebody who I thought was a friend, like when we were kids. He's just like, yo, man, I was just about to. You look like you had it though. You all right? Like, yeah.
I'm like, I was on the ground. What the fuck you mean I had it?
I'm getting fucked up, man. Like, it's like, yo, the world almost ended, bitch. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you thought I had it? You see Steppenwolf whooping our asses, dog. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. Yo, Martian, yo, that's another episode. We gotta have like the most ain't shit characters in movies, just across genres. No particular genre, but just like, because Martian Manhunter is one. Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills is another one. Like, I'm telling you, Tommy Doyle was just like, oh shit! Everybody in town dead. Let me swing finally. like, let me swing at this. Yo, oh man, top ain't shit characters, man. I promise you.
Brian Hook's character in Fat Beach, bro. That motherfucker.
Yo, I have not seen that movie. I think that's on Tubi. Let me see. I have not seen Fat Beach in so fucking long. That's with Steele from Juice, right?
Yeah, Jermaine
Hopkins.
Yup.
He said in Fat Beach. Yup, that shit is on here. Coolio's on the front cover.
And he's only in it for like 5 minutes, dude. That's what's fucked up. You know he got paid off that shit. Coolio,
man, yo. I was just watching last night, I think. I was watching Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th, bro. And Coolio plays the administrator formerly known as Principal. Yo. Bro, the movie's so fucking stupid. I promise you. It's so dumb. Shriek is one of the best spoofs. This shit towers over Freeberg and Seltzer spoofs, man. It's not as funny as, I don't know, is it as funny as Superhero Movie? I thought Superhero Movie had some moments. But Shriek is so fucking dumb. Tom Arnold plays the Dewey character, like the cop. And Tiffany Amber Thiessen plays the Gale Weathers character. Bro, the shit is out of fucking control, yo. And Coolio plays the principal, who's trying to fuck one of the mannequins by the end of the movie. This shit is wild, bro. It is insane.
I've never seen this movie, bro.
Yo, this was a movie that aired on USA in 2000. I remember taping this shit with Cherry Falls, like around the same time they aired on USA back in the day. This shit is wild, bro. It's wild. It's dumb, but it's fucking wild, yo. It's
You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's originally a Jason mask, but when the opening sequence, he tries to light a cigarette and his mask catches on fire, so he puts the shit out in a fountain that's out in the backyard, and then he comes up and the mask is like ghost faced out, and he's like, fuck it, I'll just walk around with this shit instead. Bro, the shit, I'm telling you, the movie is hilarious. It's dumb. It's so fucking stupid that I love it. So dumb. And Simon Rex is in it. I'm trying to think of somebody else that you might know. Yeah, she's the Gale. She's what is she? Gale
Julie
Firestone.
Benz. Julie Benz is in this fucking movie.
Oh yeah, she's the.
Alana Alana Ubach's in here. Mink
Is she?
Soul. Yeah. Jimmy Walker.
Oh wait, Alana Eubank. I think she plays the pregnant. She
Ubach.
plays the pregnant student. She plays the pregnant student. She's in the class of the guy from Office Space, and she's raising her hand, and she's like holding her stomach. She's like, and he's like, "You couldn't wait till after prom to get pregnant." And then she's just like, and then he's like, "Go ahead and go to the bathroom," or whatever the fuck he says. Yeah, bro, this shit is insane, man. It's wild and it's
Watch this shit.
dumb. It's so dumb, but I love it. Love this shit.
This sounds like another movie that I might have to go watch.
It's better than Stan Helsing. Like if you see Stan Helsing floating around on, just stay away.
Stand it. I think I've seen a trailer for that.
It's not good.
I usually try to stay away from
Spoof
spoof
movies.
movies. Yeah, I usually try to stay away from that.
There's one called the 40-year-old version that knocked up Sarah Marshall and forgot to tell her about it or some shit like that. It's I felt super bad about it, some shit like that, yo. And I was just like, all right, man, come on.
What'd you think of the Maniac
What do y'all think of
2012 remake
Maniac?
with Elijah Wood?
I have not seen the Maniac 2012 with Elijah Wood. I know it's all like it seems like it's all POV
Yeah, it's from his
shot,
point of view.
which is fucking creative as shit. I'm not gonna lie. But I've actually never seen the original either.
What? Really?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I know the guy gets his head ripped off at some point. That's it.
Oh man, we're gonna have to.
So you guys said mannequin, and it reminded me of that. Oh, doesn't he put like scalps on top of
Yeah, on the
That's
mannequins.
fucked up.
That is crazy. I actually liked it. I just don't think it sticks the ending like the original. I like the
The
ending to
remake.
the original a little bit better than the remake, but the remake's actually a really solid movie. Elijah Wood is very good in that role. Very good. He gives a really great performance.
He's a horror fan, bro. He loves this shit. Like he loves this shit. He pitches Nightmare on Elm Street treatments to the Craven estate. Like he loves this shit, man. He's behind the scenes with a lot of this shit. America Olivo is in here. Well, that's the girl that showed her tits and went legits in Friday the 13th. I'm sorry, people. I know this is a kid friendly show,
She's
right?
she's only in it for like I think she's like the first kill. What am
She
I
she
disturbing you, Shadow? Huh? Motherfucking growl. Like what the fuck?
yeah, this is just completely from his POV. Like I think that's decent.
It it took me a minute to actually kind of get into it because I turned it off like the first 15 minutes because like nah I don't know if I could do this. But then once
Hmm.
I locked in I was like okay I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing. You're putting us in the shoes and in the mind of this killer. So
Yeah, I gotta. That's just it. The single best horror movie of the year. Yeah, I gotta get on this because this Maniac was always something I was like curious about. Not so much the original, but I like the fact that I was like, oh, this is a remake of an old movie, but I like the fact that it's a POV shot movie and Elijah Wood is headlining it because I like when they when they take like America's sweethearts they fucking turn them into monsters and shit. Like Elijah Wood was a part of that when they
yeah,
did The Good Son. They turned fucking Kevin
Macaulay Culkin.
McAllister into a piece of shit, complete piece of shit. Said the part that
This
sticks with me the most is when he's hunting a girl in the parking lot. Is that the original or the?
no, that's the remake.
Because in this
That
trailer, yeah, I
is
was about to say in this trailer, it looks like he's hunting this. He's like following this girl in the parking lot.
yeah no like that sequence is pretty intense. It's a very intense sequence.
I feel like this is gonna make me hate Elijah Wood.
It will.
I don't want to
It
hate
will.
him.
It will.
He's too good of a guy.
Not in this movie, he's not.
He put that fucking knife, like, I didn't peep he put the hunting knife in the holster. Like, Jesus, man.
Be interesting to see like Horns and Maniac. Who gave the better performance, Daniel Radcliffe in Horns or Elijah Wood in Maniac? That'd be a really interesting discussion.
I haven't. Horns is one that I've had on DVD, and I have never watched that either.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, all right. I was like, what are we doing? Like, what's happening? What are we doing with Horns? Like, what?
Oh, dude, my stepkid showed me that movie, bro, and I was like, oh shit, that's a fucking awesome fucking movie, bro.
Hold on. This is Alejandro Ayala, who wrote Maniac, directed Horns. I did not know that. That's a dude that's another dude, man. Like, we got to put some respect on his name too.
Yep.
Because
missed that, dude.
As much as I don't like, as much as I don't really care for High Tension, The Hills Have Eyes, Piranha 3D, shit, Crawl. Fuck, bro. Man, this dude is, yo, he ain't been playing, yo. Mirrors. Now, I don't really care for Mirrors either, but Mirrors, I'll give him that for sure. I'll give him Mirrors still because it's got one of the greatest death scenes of all time where that chick pulls her fucking jaw apart in the mirror. Oh, whoa.
This motherfucker is directing Under Paris 2.
Yeah, and honestly, the first one was really boring and I didn't get through it, but if he's doing Under Paris 2, I at least want to see the trailer. Not gonna lie, I want to see the trailer.
He did Mirrors also.
Yeah, I liked Mirrors better when it was called Poltergeist 3. Like, you know, without the CG. And rest in peace, shout out to Cameron Boyce, or what's his name? Let me look. Yeah, Cameron Boyce.
Cameron Boyce, yeah.
Amy Smart, that's her name, the chick that pulled her shit apart. And Paula Patton was just a ditz, like she is in every fucking movie in this shit. She's like, "What do you mean they're mirror reflections, honey?"
He also directed another movie called Never Let Go with Halle Berry.
Oh, he directed that? I never saw it. That's the one with her and her two sons or some shit out in the woods.
Yeah.
He directed Oxygen. I did see the trailer for Oxygen. I'm like, that's not necessarily a movie I'm going to watch because I'm going to fucking freak out. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I might as well watch like fucking 147 hours or whatever the fuck it was. Or Buried. Like, I'm not watching that shit. Can't do it.
Seen this. I never heard of these. Like, so Oxygen and Never Let Go are two that I have not seen.
Oxygen, I think this woman is like she's stuck in something, man.
Yeah, she's stuck in that.
Yeah, and it's like I don't like watching shit like that. I'm sorry, man.
Why not, dude?
People,
that's that shit, bro.
Bro, I am claustrophobic. I am claustrophobic in real life. Like, honestly, the shit. Listen, people, the things that make me weary on screen to watch, it's movies where you are where it's a claustrophobic type of thing, disaster movies, and that's really about it. And movies that are centered on heights. Those three areas really fuck me up bad. Like, I can deal with all of the horror shit. I can. But that shit, like claustrophobic shit, like, I don't want to fucking see Back Rooms. Ain't that the name of that new movie coming out? I don't want to see that shit because why is it getting smaller? I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I'm cool. I'm alright. I don't want to see that.
You gotta watch that. You gotta watch
that shit. Like they was crawling through the like sliding through the wall as it was like this much space, bro. It was like this much space. So did you feel claustrophobic in As Above? Absolutely. Absolutely. As Above, So Below. When Benji got stuck, when they were crawling over those bones and shit, and Benji got stuck, I felt like I got stuck. And listen, we was super fucked up when we watched that. It was me, my homie, and my cousin. And it was like 2 a.m, bro. Whole crib sleep. We was at my homie, him and his girl's crib. Whole cribs, her and the kids sleep. We down there getting fucked up, and we just randomly was like, yeah, let's just watch it. Oh, it's found footage. Yeah, we good. Watch it. As Above, So Below, bruh. when shit start going left, like, I'm telling you, Benji got stuck. The motherfucker got pulled into the ground, and he was looked like he was uprooted like a tree trunk. There was somebody on fire in the car, and like it was people in the room chanting and praising. I was like, nah. And then when they got out at the end, it made it seem like they were like, I don't know what the effect was. Like, were they pushing the manhole up, and then they came up from the opposite way? I was like, this shit is. I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it. I'm telling you now.
What I'm hearing is that you never watched The Descent either.
No, I've seen The Descent once. Once was enough. Once was enough. When that girl broke her oh my god, her bone, bro, was sticking out of the fucking leg, bro. Oh my fucking goodness.
Damn. Yeah.
You know, whew. Yeah, The Descent. Now I'm due for a rewatch though, because The Descent, I feel like it's better than I gave it credit for. I do like it. I think it's a really great movie. I even like the second one as like a cheesy B monster movie, like that's not as good as the first one. But like they focused a lot more on the monsters in the forefront and the light and shit. But The Descent was just, there was that moment where the girl, she got scared and she turned around and swung that fucking pickaxe thing into her friend's neck. I was like, yo, this has gotten out of hand. This is insane.
Now it got out of hand.
Yeah, this is insane. And Juno, with her fine ass, Juno. It's a whole nother topic for another time. We ain't gonna talk about Juno. Shout out to the actress that played Juno. Who is it? Let's see.
Juno, isn't that the one? Isn't that the bitch? The one that was just like all bitchy.
Isn't that the bitch?
Isn't that the one that was like all bitchy throughout the whole time? Like she was all like trying to be the leader. Okay.
Natalie Mendoza. And then the ending was so fucking salty, bro, where she thought she got out of there and then she wakes up and she's back down and be like, fuck. I'd just be like, yo, just take me. Just kill me. Just kill me, man. Just get it over with. Make it quick, because to have a dream you escaped
is wild.
Said there's a creature in the back rooms called the Party Goer. I hope we get to see it in the movie. Is that the one that is that's played by the alien Romulus actor? I saw something where the alien Romulus actor that played the Offspring, he's doing motion capture for one of the creatures in the back rooms or some shit. And I'm like, good for him, if so, because that motherfucker, that's Wemby. That is Victor Wembanyama, dog. Like, that is who the fuck that is. That dude is unusually tall, and it's scary. When he played the fucking said when the chick broke her leg in The Descent was insane. Yeah, man, that was my god. Something about when people's bones, when they stick out in movies, I can't deal with it. I can watch all the gore in the world
too, because it's all like dirty and bacteria. And she's in the blood. Oh, like fuck, bro. Yeah, that's a. I'm just for a rewatch on that too. The first time I saw that movie was during lockdown. I saw that during lockdown.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I was on a Neil Marshall kick because I had just watched Dog Soldiers for the first time also. I was like, dude, what the fuck? How the fuck did I sleep on this movie?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Dog Soldiers is, that's that work, yo. That's one that a lot of people sleep on too. Neil Marshall, listen, I'm still waiting on him to do Altered Beast. I'm going to tell you why. Dog Soldiers, you're doing werewolves. The Descent, you're doing humanoid monsters. Hellboy 2019, I know a lot of people didn't like it. The creature effects are fucking phenomenal in that movie. I need you to do an Altered Beast movie. I need that. I don't know. Did you see Hellboy 2019?
No, I haven't.
I'm not going to say you missed out. What I will say is every single creature design is fucking sick in that movie. Whether it's practical, whether there's a practical and CG blend throughout, like it's a fucking Hellboy movie, but the creature effects, bro, are amazing in that movie. There's a fucking one-shot take sequence where Hellboy is fighting these big ass giants with a big ass sword. Yo, this shit is. And then there's a scene at the end where all of these demons rise up from hell and start killing everybody on the street. Bruh, you can look that part up on YouTube by itself. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. And Hellboy ain't got shit to do with it. These demons, they look These creatures come up from hell and they're killing people. They pulled a dude's skin off. They're ripping people in half. There's a demon just walking through the city, and it's got people stuck to his fucking leg, yo, because his legs are spikes. Dog, I'm telling you, that scene in Hellboy 2019, I don't care what nobody say about the movie overall. I had fun with that shit. Bloody, gory as hell. And I was talking mad shit about it too, because I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, your R rating's not going to win me over. I lied.
Sounded like it kind of did.
Yeah, it did, bro. I was adamant. I was talking shit. I was like, well, just because it's rated R doesn't mean anything. Like, and bro, all of that R rating, I was like, listen, this makes up for the dumb shit. Is the gore, the blood, the effects and shit. Crazy, bro.
Sasha Lane's also in here. Stephen Graham, Thomas Hayden Church, Daniel Day Kim. Okay.
And what's that? Oh yeah, she plays the witch. She's the villain, the main villain in Hellboy 2019.
I'm just not sold on David Harbour as Hellboy.
He's okay. He's nowhere near as good as Ron Perlman, but David Harbour is more he's more like a rebellious dude. Like, I know Hellboy was a rebellious character, but David Harbour is he's more of an immature version of Hellboy. You know, he's like the rock star. He's like the immature teenage rock star version of Hellboy. In comparison, he doesn't do a bad job though. He doesn't do a bad job, and he doesn't try to be Ron Perlman. I think that's one of the reasons why I stuck with the movie throughout the whole thing.
Okay, so he does his own take.
Yeah, way better than the what's his name in the Crooked Man, the Hellboy Crooked Man. That actor he's not good. He's not good as Hellboy. He is the worst part of the Hellboy movie. The worst parts of that last one are the Hellboy parts. It works as a horror film. It works great. The atmosphere is great. The vibe is great, but that dude as Hellboy is really dry. They wrote him really bad. Like, his lines that are written are terrible. They're really bad.
Adelina Rudolph is also in the Crooked Man. Katana.
Yeah, she's his partner. That's his partner. That he tries to solve the mystery of the Crooked Man in the town and shit with. At some point, I was hoping they was gonna hook up, but then I'm like, nah, y'all ain't gonna hook up.
Let's see, what else has this dude been in? He's been in a whole lot of movies that I've seen.
Who, Hellboy?
Yeah. He was in Baywatch. Oh, he was Leon in Baywatch.
Yeah, he was one of the goons that was fighting with The Rock. He was siding with that chick, whatever the fuck her name is, that the Jonas Brothers married to. That chick is just, he was one of her goons. Yeah, he was one of her goons. And I want to say he was in Claws, but I don't think that was him. I don't think that was him in Claws.
Claws?
Yeah, I don't. No, that was not him. That played Roller in Claws. I think that was a different actor.
All right, well, I think we're going to cut it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone that joined the stream. We appreciate it. We appreciate the gifts, the chats, stuff like that. We'll be back on the 30th. Not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll figure it out.
I got
some. Do ancient characters. Maybe we should do that.
I forgot about that, yo. And I had that written down, too. I had that written down. I forgot just that fast. I forgot. All right, so if we do ancient characters, are we talking like just overall you ain't shit, or are we talking like is there something specifically, or are we talking like just characters that ain't shit?
No, because I do think if we do like a specific ancient character, it's only gonna limit our choices. So I think we should just ain't shit characters just from a variety of standpoint.
Okay.
Because there's a ton of ain't shit characters out there, bro, that we need to talk about.
Even if we pick 5, like I feel like the honorable mentions gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna take a page out of your book before we, like, a couple days before we do the stream. I'm gonna like put a video out and ask the people so we can shout them out if they send in like their opinions on shit characters and shit like that. Because I meant to do that for this last episode, but I had just forgot to do it. But yeah, they be showing up. They be giving their opinions. We appreciate y'all, man. We do.
Yeah,
And shout out to everybody that tuned in and chimed in. Said can't wait. Yes, we can't wait either. We can't wait either. We can't wait to tell y'all who ain't shit. Like, yo, this is gonna be like you talking. Okay, so any genre,
any genre. I got a
Jesus,
few already
man.
in my fucking mind. I'm already looking to see like 3 movies that I can talk about.
Oh man, this really got to be. Listen, spoiler alert: Tommy Doyle's on my list. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So spoiler alert: Tommy Doyle is on my list.
Which version?
You know which version.
Oh, okay.
You know which version of Tommy Doyle's on my motherfucking list.
Okay.
It's the only version of Tommy Doyle that's ever going to be on my list of bad shit.
It's the for me, it's John Connor's best friend from T2.
You don't like his what? He saved the world.
Nah,
he
bro.
saved the world, bro.
Shit, bro. He
said, "Yo, it's this cop scoping for you, man. Check it out. It's a split, man. Just go."
Nah, he ain't shit. Nah, the reason he ain't shit is because of that fucking mullet, bro. That's why.
Listen, he was filming Salute Your Shorts, man. You gotta give him a break, yo. That's Budnick from Salute Your Shorts, man. Come on now.
Was he really doing that show at that same time?
Well, I don't know. Well, Terminator what? 91, 92? Salute Your Shorts went on for a couple seasons. Now I wouldn't be surprised. He was either doing that or he was also the son in Mom and Dad Save the World. He's only in like the beginning and the end because remember they're on the planet the whole movie. But that's Budnick. Almost looks exactly the fucking same. He looks like that motherfucker. He almost looks exactly the fucking. Ooh, he said Budnick, man. You know who else ain't shit? He not gonna make my list, but Clyde from Pet Sematary 2. Remember he was the little kid from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Remember he was riding the dirt bike and he gets the dirt bike wheel to the face. He was the kid in Jared Rushton. He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He wasn't shit. Because he took the cat on his bike and kidnapped the cat and shit and put her in a cage in Pet Cemetery. He's not going to make my list, but just a thought. He ain't shit.
Yeah, he ain't shit. Fuck that guy.
He said fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna have to like go and dig through my movies real quick.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, for real, because it's so many. It's so many. It's so many. We gotta have definitive lists of people that ain't shit. I'm telling you.
I was thinking of having the principal from High School High.
Oh, Louise. Oh, she ain't shit in nothing. She was Louise Fletcher, God rest her soul, people. But remember, she was Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yep. She ain't shit, and she was in Shadow Zone, and she was behind all the experiments on the bodies and shit. She ain't shit in nothing. She was in Cruel Intentions. She wasn't shit in that movie either. Rest in peace, shout out to Louise Fletcher, but goddamn, yo. You know who else? He not going. Michael Beach. He was in Spiral. He was in Soul Food. He was in fucking Aquaman. That was Black Manta's dad. Every movie, he is the Black Michael Douglas. Every movie you in, you doing something wrong. You cheated on Angela Bassett. You cheated on Vanessa Williams in Soul Food. You fucked over John Kramer in Saw. You was a fucking modern day pirate in Aquaman. Every movie, Deep Blue Sea too. He wasn't shit. He was the guy, the millionaire that was like, I can teach these sharks by pressing a button to obey me. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch ass.
Rainn Wilson from The Meg.
Oh my God, that's another. And I love Rainn Wilson.
We gotta stop before we start revealing all our characters. Otherwise, I'm not gonna watch the show.
Because the list goes on and on. It goes on and on. Yep, you're right.
Go on and on. All right, so we will be back for real this time on the 30th. Ain't shit characters. This is gonna be a fun fucking episode. Man. I can't wait. This is gonna be great. Till then, we will see you then. Same time.
Appreciate y'all, people.
Everyone have a safe weekend. So peace.